Ding! Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Phil, Sid, Steve, and Adam. Oh. You all right there?
Yeah.
Feel better now?
Yeah.
Now you've eaten?
That was a chair.
Well, yeah.
So yes, Steve back with us again. Good
Hello,
evening, Steve.
Steve.
Nice to have you back.
Hello.
It's nice to see you in daylight as well.
Yes, look, we're all in daylight. So look, even behind us, we have light.
Yeah.
So we can start turning these down one day.
Yeah, but hopefully you won't bang your head on it.
They are quite bright, aren't they? To be fair.
They are. The big thing you notice is if you just have like the normal light without these, you can't see anything. It makes you
quite
wonder.
amusing.
We should try it.
It's quite amusing.
We do it later on.
But,
a bit
I've
darker.
noticed we haven't got the halo bit either as well.
I know, and that must be
Yeah.
something to do with
We
the.
haven't adjusted it.
I know, it must be something to do with the compensating. So later on, we're going to have a halo because I haven't changed it. Never mind.
Hey ho, halo, halo.
Halo.
I don't get out much.
It's embarrassing, isn't it?
Right, well, what have we all been up to? I tell you what, we'll start with Steve first. We'll start with Steve. What have you been up to this weekend, Steve?
Not right lot actually. Just more work on the Missouri. Managed to get all the lower deck on now and started to add all the little details.
Get it?
It just seems to be taking forever, you know, because it's adding all the PE and you know. But yeah, it's getting there. Started doing a bit of weathering, so it should look good.
Fantastic. As I say, it's a monster project.
Oh,
When you see some of those bits, it's like, you know, it seems fantastic until you realise you've got to do another 40 of them. So it's like a model in its own right. It's like a 1/72, and then you turn, oh, we've only got another 40, mate.
Have you done much photography this week?
No, I haven't actually.
Really? I mean, to be honest, I was very impressed with your work.
Yeah.
Well, everyone feel very quiet.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes past 7.
Yeah, 4 minutes. That's it. Yes. So come on then, what have you been up to?
I've been working.
Yes.
As in, like, proper work, you're trying to earn some money.
Real work.
Real work.
Earning a crust.
I have. So yes, that's kept me busy, and I've had a bit of time. Nick had her hen do, so I had a day alone. So rather than watching specialist videos,
Yes.
I did some modelling.
Fantastic.
So I've done a bit more on the stuck.
Which is very nice. Some cracking weathering with oils. You've been experimenting with oils?
Yeah, but when did oils become so expensive?
Yeah, they are quite expensive.
They are huge amounts of money.
Yeah, but then normal people don't go in there and just buy a load.
I bought.
I know you've covered all your bases.
Well, I haven't, because when I was looking at a video, I haven't got what's it called? Ochre? Yeah, ochre. Yeah, so I haven't got ochre, which is not ideal if you're trying to go onto a sandy coloured tank. It's kind of like the ideal colour to have.
Yellow.
So having spent like 70 quid on oils, I failed to get the colour I could really have done with.
Did you buy a set or buy individuals?
Individuals.
So did you go along the rack? One of them.
Yeah, I did.
One of them.
So I just looked at like the spectrum. So I looked at the reds and the blues, the yellows, and I thought I've one of each. You can't go wrong. Just didn't pick up the yellow ochre, which on reflection would have been the way ahead. But actually, question, right? When you're doing shadows, obviously most shadows when you look in art is like a blue colour. You can't stick blue on that colour of tank because it will go like a green.
Yeah.
So what would you use for the shadows? Sounds like an armour question.
It does. It does. Should we get over to Steve? Steve, what would you use? Stop looking confused.
I'd probably go with something like a raw umber or burnt umber. A really dark, deep brown. I think that's probably your best colour to go for.
Or burnt umber.
I think that's one of Phil's 2 oil colours.
3.
Well, you got 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have white.
No. How can you not have white?
I've got a set coming. But
Right.
for years, I just used that tube. And now I've got artistic, and I'm now using burnt umber and burnt sienna, because I thought, like you, obviously, same thing. Stood in the art store, spot the idiot, I haven't got a clue what he's doing. That looks about right. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
And now I must admit, I have bought a set. I'm just waiting for it to turn up. Bought it online, which is the smaller version of these tubes. So I'm hoping it might have all the colours in it, including white, which is you
How much
pointed
that cost
out.
you?
Well, these I can't remember, to be honest.
But the set.
Then the set was £10,
Oh, great.
and it's these ones. It's
Go on then.
No,
Sailor
70
Rona.
quid. And
Yeah,
I'm still missing like 2 colours.
but they're not this size. They're half the size of these. It's like they're smaller versions of these, but you get the entire range. I think it is. So, I can't remember how many's in the set, but there's quite a few.
You're
And you definitely get white, so I'll be all right.
I'll kick you in down.
Yeah, and sandy colours. Because they're important.
I didn't think. I was under pressure. I was part of double yellows outside
right.
the shop.
Well, also, you don't want to look too much as if you don't know what you're doing, do you? In these places.
Well, that's
When
it.
you're in an art store,
I was
you don't want to look like a total idiot.
We don't.
So you're
Yeah.
like,
I
you
thought,
know.
shall I go for the full thing and get like a palette knife? I'm going to apply it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those little trays with your thumb goes.
Yeah, that's it.
Bob Ross. Yes. Go the
Well,
whole.
Phil, you should be able to get AK do oil paints. You should be able to get them for trade on creative models. So that's and it'll save you a heck of a lot of money.
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, but how much are AKs? That's compared to Taylor Rooney. Is that like Wayne Rooney's friend?
Oh, no, I think about 7 quid, isn't it?
Are they?
Is yeah, just probably about the same as I paid for.
Yeah, I can't remember how much these were actually, because I bought a load of bits and pieces all at the same time. But yeah, but the thing is, as I said, if you use it like I've been using this one, which is now probably best part of 25 years old, it should last quite a while.
Is that why it's like glue in the bottom of that pot?
It's not. It's because it dried out once and you
It is
rehydrated
like
it. Because yeah, well, it did all that.
Yeah.
So it'll be all right. So there we go. Tonight's topic: the cost of oil paints.
Oh, I think it's outrageous.
Terrible. Mind you, as we said, we've started this thing now with Steve. Steve's going to sort it out for us. He's been nominated by me just now, this very second. And we're calling it basically Modeller's Rip-Off or something. We have to come up with a catchy name, Steve.
Yeah.
And so what we've done is we were talking like these, obviously micro brushes, and they're like £5 for 5 if you buy them because they're Modeller's ones. But actually, we know because if you go online and look for, well, they call them eyelash applicator brushes. They're £3 for 100. It's the same thing. So we all bought some and just split them up half and half. But yeah, we got half of one, I had half the other, and we did it that way.
So what's that for?
Well, you can use it for precision painting, because obviously it is a little brush on there, or if you wanted to, obviously application glue, things like that. But they're just disposable mini brushes. So they're quite clever little things. But you can buy them under their other pseudonym, which are called micro brushes, and they're something like £4.95 for 10, with a nice glossy tacket on it and all the rest of it. And what's some of the other ones we've come up with, Steve, or you've come up with?
Oh, what else did we? Well, for example, these companies selling circular templates that they're saying that they've made them specially for wheels, and they're charging £16-17 for them, and you can buy them for £1 or less in a normal shop.
Yeah.
You get those specialist clamps, don't you, made out of wood, pegs.
Yeah, close pegs. That's it.
I love that.
That's it. Yeah, well, they're industrial name for them.
Yeah.
Close peg. Yeah, that's it. But there were some others. We did a bit of a list Steve was doing, and you know, because we were talking about burnishing fluid, because all that is gunsmith's bluing fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same stuff, just rebottled. And away you go. Happy days. I can't think of the other things we were talking about, but there's a couple of things.
The crystals, wasn't it? The
crystals?
Clay crystals.
Clay crystals?
Yeah, moulding crystals. That we've
Oh yeah, that's how we started last week. You saw last week's, but somebody put up there, anyone tried this? And it was a crystal thing.
Something.
And I spot, first time I'd seen it was actually on air, and as I pointed out, I'm sure I'd seen on the old higher shopping channel numbers one night when you're bored and you're around in the 900s. But it was actually called plastic skull, and literally the crystal put in water and it molds into a plastic, and you can stick it for anything. DIY job, and we worked out you could get it at half the price.
Really?
If you just know what to call it, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't buy the bottled stuff that they were selling because it was sort of about 3 times more expensive.
Well, it's like so clear came about. So it's like
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the way it did.
Yeah.
You buy little tiny tubs or something, and you pay a fortune for it.
And to be honest, I can't see any difference between that one, which is the Aqua Gloss, and the new Formula Clear.
Really?
Because it's milky coloured as well, exactly the same, no difference all the way through. So.
Does it smell as nice though?
No, it doesn't have that nice floral
When you
smell.
spray it, it's like a country meadow.
Yeah, that's it. So yes, that's the thing. So we're on a bit of a thing at the moment, trying to find cheaper alternatives.
Happy days.
So yes. Oh, and that was the other one, wasn't it? With pickup sticks. These things, which some companies call them photo etch placing tool or something, and they'll charge you like a couple of quid for 2.
Wax pencil.
And it's a wax pencil for rhinestones. And pick them up. And I bought. Well, actually, somebody sent me a pack of. I think it was 50 or something. And as he said, they're like 3 quid free delivery from Hong Kong or out of China. So you say if you know what they're called. So that's what we'll do now. We've got a new section on the forum, or will be, and it'll be, all those types of things.
Go Steve. Go Steve.
Time for that one.
Is that similar to
I don't know. So anyway, Sid, what have you been up to? And talk us through what you're doing tonight, live on air.
I've been doing my base for my 45 destroyer.
Yes.
I've painted it and put down the first layer of water.
Yes.
And it's now sat in it waiting for it to dry hard, hopefully so it holds it in place as well as obviously.
I was going to say, have you secured the boat to it, or is it just sat in it and going to weld itself in?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just going to sit in it and then just get stuck there. So I didn't think about, I just thought, no point putting any glue or anything down because it's just going to hold it in place anyway. Then I found out obviously that I had a hole in it.
Right.
you can microphone pick that up?
Probably.
Then found a hole in it. Part of my fluid had decided
gone out the bottom.
At the bottom, so I've got a nice little puddle that I need to fill in now once it's all dried. There's no point trying to match it.
You want about my function?
You're like a horse with a sugar cube. These are the ideal streets, aren't they?
Oh, they are. Can't hear a thing.
So I've been playing with that.
Yes.
Also sorting out the hoist and the crane system for the sea boats because I'm having them deployed rather than just sat in their little bay, so to speak. And then obviously my egg plane, which I was going to do as in part of the actual on-site, but I thought I'd.
Well, technically it does count because this will be in the forum.
Yeah, they can see that I'm building.
You can see them live on air. Yeah.
I'm going to build a tank.
That panda one's really good.
Yeah, the panda panic, it's that bad. Didn't you say you sold it?
Yeah, Steve's.
Yeah. No, actually, that's John Wilkes' one.
Is it?
I think we've got to build that for a magazine.
He's bought a shocker, isn't he?
So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
Wow.
So yeah.
But it looks the part though. Once you open the box,
Yeah.
like those dodgy airliners.
Yeah, I must admit, we're all going to buy one. We'll build one. Do it live on here.
Yeah.
It'll just be people one night for a show. Putting together the worst. Check we haven't got one, as you could have done that.
Yeah.
Because we were talking before we came on air and we were discussing about building something live on air. Well, you are, but we're not. So we need a real shocker to do.
I was just fiddling.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, that silent radar, we could have.
I think we
could have banged out.
Yeah, could have done that. Between the ferries,
We're just getting home in the van.
Yeah.
You know, strapped to the roof or something.
Yeah.
Just big
With
bit
a
of
light
kit in it.
Yeah, 38. Cars coming out of the way. So yes, very good.
So what have you been up to then?
I've been Batmobiling. So yes, I've been playing with Tumblr, making Tumblr dirty.
It was never that colour, though, was it?
Yeah, it is now.
Is it? Are you sure it's accurate?
Oh, definitely.
Really?
Spot on.
This one is black.
They
Because I know they did that colour, did they have a turret on it?
did, and then
Right.
there was a single version, as in these drawings
Oh, that's
which we've
handy.
got here.
Wow.
So yes, that was it. This is the unturreted version of the Tumblr. So I've still got a few bits to do, but it's basically done.
Yeah.
Another half day. Got to do the jet exhaust on the back, put some metalizers on that, gloss the windows, and we're all good to go.
It looks quite muddy in Gotham, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
There's a lot of mud in Gotham.
Well, the thing is, it's set for.
Because
like,
when I watched the film,
Yeah.
for reference purposes,
Yes.
I can't remember him driving through a field.
No.
If I'm honest with you.
But there is the scenes where it's going up and down Gotham and it's all muddy because there's snow on the ground.
Well, muddy snow.
Yeah, very muddy in Gotham,
Right.
which looks very much like Manhattan, but can't be.
Did you watch like a reference?
I did, yes,
Right.
I did watch a few of the old Batmans for it,
Right.
just for references.
Happy days.
So yes, I've used my artistic license on this one, and quite frankly, I don't like clean things. So
No.
it was never going to be spotless. So that's why it's gone all muddy.
Oh no, it looks nice. I like it.
You're right. Got what it's done. Something a little bit different.
Yeah.
And there's a little Christmas present from Mel to me.
That's nice.
So it took me 2 years to get around to doing it. So yes, that one's almost done. Which actually has got more parts to it than originally I thought. It's going to be like a 3-parter, but after I've just uploaded the camera today, it's probably going to be a 5-parter, which is because I showed quite a lot about doing the splinter camo, the weathering, the various bits and pieces. The build itself is quite straightforward, although it's a horrible kit. The kit thing is covered in flash. It's just not nice at all. But once you get it together, it's all pretty good to go. The weird thing as well is the plastic. It's not like an ABS. It's more like an ABS type plastic. It's almost that sort of real thick, heavy-duty polymer. Not like normal thin stone. It's crispy.
Right, got it.
Yeah. So when you're sanding it,
Oh, like a bumper.
yeah, it is like a car bumper.
Right,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah, it's more like a car plastic
Yeah.
than a toy plastic. So yeah,
But those decals are set down, lovely, aren't
decals.
they? Yeah.
It's not for the
There's
stripes.
no way you painted that.
No, it is.
Not a chance.
Yes. Nightmare with tape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just looking like that.
it just took about I don't know, 4 hours.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I did it in sections as well. Like all of these, I did separately.
Mm.
Glued it all together whole, and then when we went afterwards, what you have to do is like put a piece of paper in. Hence, I've got all these little bits to it, and there you go.
Spread out. So now that it's covered in mud, you can't think, well, what a bother.
Well, yeah, but you can still see it.
Just.
Nice grime
It's like
showing
Sherman.
through.
Apparently, it's black angry.
Yeah, that's
Apparently.
it. That's it. It's how I like it. So yeah, we've done a nice muddy one on. So that one will be up a couple of weeks before I go away.
You give it a snow on the underside for the full authentic,
Full authentic
Gotham.
Gotham look.
you know,
Could do, yeah.
snowy dirty.
Little diorama for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Yeah.
In its back cave.
Yeah.
No, it's not Batman's. That's the whole point. It's not Batman's one.
It was when he went to go and collect it.
No, this is the other version from the third film. Where it's just driving up and down the streets,
The muddy streets.
the muddy
Muddy
streets.
streets.
Yeah, the snowy, muddy, grimy streets of Gotham City.
I reckon that's the one that was.
So why did Batman so decide? You know what? I'm kind of done at black.
Mhm.
You know, I've got Batmobile, loving black, dress in black.
Yeah.
You know, slimming,
Mhm.
happy days.
Yeah.
You know, car. What should I do? You know what? Let's go for like splinter camo,
Mhm.
brown, and let's actually like blend in with the traffic a bit more, so no one would notice it.
Well, apparently, yeah,
That's done well. Nice.
definitely. It's
Yeah.
all right. But no, unfortunately, his one was black and nice, and I was going to do it that way, but I just want a bit more of a challenge.
Yeah.
Because doing it black would be a little bit boring. Plus, you never be able to see it, especially on camera like now. If it was black, you would see it.
Well, just like a stealth
What?
fight, wouldn't it? Yeah.
So-
Who wants to see that?
Yeah, he wants
Yeah.
to see a load of black.
There's a little texture in this, isn't there? Really?
Yeah.
Where I'm sat, in this monitor, all I can see is black.
It just looks black to
It
everyone
looks
else. It looks alright in real life. It was okay. Bless it. So yes, that one done. Couple more hours on that one. That'll be finished, and then I can start on the Harrier. The FA2 Wonder.
Oh, your vote, how's that going?
Oh well, that one's finished. The first one. So
Isn't the one still going?
yeah,
I'm
there's
sure
another
that-
one now. Yeah, I've started it. Another one now. This is vote number 3.
I think I voted for the Typhoon.
Yeah, that's the vote 3.
Oh,
which
is
is after the Bradley's done and the Harrier. That's
Right.
the next one. So yes.
So which one are you doing?
What the next up?
No, if you were to, to win,
To win?
if it was, is it going to be that one?
Oh no, it'd be the Rebel one.
Right.
The one up top. Yeah, I've got the single seat and the 2-seat up there, and it will be in flight. That's my plan with that one. I want to do it as an in-flight one with, something. Maybe you can put some lights in.
Nice.
A few little flashy lights.
What, single seat or 2-seat?
Might even do both.
Really? Because you're saying this on air.
I know.
On camera.
The thing is, the reason I bought both is that I have a plan which I've had from day one of having the single seat and the 2-seat flying together.
Well, because they're small enough to do that.
Well, this is it. If you've got plenty of
easy
room,
transported.
yeah. Well, there's no gear to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that is the plan, and I would like to do because obviously there are some nice schemes for me now as well. So yes, that's the plan here with that one. Happy days, and I think it's going to win because everyone's jumped on that one straight away. And I put it in there as a bit of a left field, something a little bit different.
Yeah, well, I'm not plugging it because I've got one. It'd be handy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, both your user accounts, so you just keep voting on it.
Yeah.
Upping the vote count. I've joined 18 times. So yes, very good. Never mind. Right. Questions?
Correct. Yeah. Well, it's not. It's. Unfortunately, hold on, let me just get this back into. Oh no, hold on. What's going on there? I need this central. I need that there. Oh, look at that. I watch now. That's too small. Oh, hold on. Don't worry. I'm on it.
This week we're sponsored by Love Hearts.
I'm your tech god. What's his surname?
Smart, isn't it?
Yes, Smiley, yeah. No, Smiley. So, yeah, question from Neil Smiley. Hi all, had a good week, I hope. I think I might have just covered that.
Yeah.
But yes, it has been a lovely, lovely week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my birthday this week.
Oh, birthday boy.
Yeah.
On the 2nd, everybody.
On the 2nd.
We're going to give him the bumps.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see you try. 18 stone. That would be impressive.
Have you seen that one where they do, it's like a bungee, and you attach it to a back of a quad, and they pull you from up, and let you go. You go, Just saying, instead of the bump, you could do that. Look at the fun we could have.
Yeah. Imagine me. I reckon I'd reach terminal velocity pretty quick.
Well, it's just a bit where you're stopping at the other end and your eyeballs are carrying on.
Would you stop though? There's basic physics. I'll be thinking, am I? Yeah.
Well, it's a bit like that thing watching YouTube, and it's like when bungee cords snap.
Oh,
it's got
why would you
people
want
when they-
such a thing?
Well, they obviously make it out of life. So they talk about their experiences. They were like hurtling towards the air, and they say you hear that snap, and obviously everything lets go. So you're like, well, just enjoy the ride, isn't it? Really.
It's like when they push you off, isn't it? Someone shouts, "No, you haven't tied him on."
Well, just throw a love a bit of rope at.
Yeah. Which I mean, is funny to watch. Very entertaining. But when you're going towards the surface of the Earth at Mach 3,
Yeah.
it's not quite as funny.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, how you laugh as you come back
Yeah.
up.
Oh, you guys! Oh. What you like?
Stop doing that.
I would go I'll be kicking people off.
Yeah, I was going to say, you go back over and throw them off.
Bungee. Yeah, I'm going to start pulling people off the thing. On a happy note. Robert Harris. Hi guys, I hope you're well and not getting too blown away.
It's been a bit windy. Have you had trouble with
Just
the
slightly.
wind or anything?
Why would it affect me?
Well, because you're not being funny, being a chimney sweep. You do get wind come back down the chimney as you're poking it around.
Don't
Get your face full.
actually climb up the chimney. It's not like Mary.
No, but I imagine underneath, I've seen you guys do it.
Right.
Sometimes though, with the wind, if it's blowing back whilst you're sweeping it, you've loosened all that stuff up. So can you get like a bit of a backdraft one day?
No.
Get a face full? No?
No.
Just wondered. quite funny.
Never happens.
No funny accidents like that.
No,
Like your Hoover thing explodes
Jimmy
in front of
Smith
somebody's lounge
isn't
and rubbish.
funny.
No.
It's life or death, isn't it? Basically, I'm going to someone's house. Their most valuable asset. The children. Wives, husbands. Their lives in my hands. So it's a massive responsibility. I don't take it lightly.
No.
I walk in there, for a laugh. Oh, I'll tell you a funny story about wind coming down the chimney. I'm there to rescue people, save lives.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Super.
Don't try and cheat it.
You do it so well.
He does.
Honestly.
The highlight of my week when you put that picture up of your little chimney sweep hanging out the top of that chimney on Facebook.
Oh, the brush that's
yeah,
up.
Yeah, so you don't see that very often, do you?
No, you don't. When people see it for the first time, it's like Mary Poppins. Honestly, if I saw Mary Poppins, I'd probably bludgeon her to death.
Yeah, or Dick Van Dyke. I bet you'd love to meet him in real life.
He's
you and him on a holiday together.
Oh,
and you could swap stories. Funny, wouldn't it?
When people do, you walk in.
Little picture of you and Dick together. Yeah.
A little piece just dies.
Yeah.
Inside every time that happens. Is that Mary Poppins? No, it's not Mary Poppins. To be honest, let's face it. Dick Van Dyke was the world's crappiest chimney sweep.
Yeah.
He's on the roof. He dances around. No health and safety. At all. He jumps down the flue. He trashes someone's front room. Has a party down there. Kids come along. So he basically takes a carcinogen and smears it on the kid's face. And then the nanny, who's obviously a bit of a slapper, you know what? Why don't you come for a day out with the kids? And what we'll do, we'll drop some acid, we'll draw some chalk on the pavement, and we'll go on a massive trip. He's not a good person.
No.
Or a good chimney sweep.
Ruined your trade.
Yeah, he has. Shocking. Sorry, I just had to go off your chest there.
So sorry, kids. That great Disney film now been ruined. Disney classic been ruined now. We do this every week to every film.
But if kids went home, what would you do today? I'd drop some acid. Have a trip. Play with loads of cartoon characters. Some random bloke, not CRB checked. Great time. Yeah. Oh, and apparently, Nanny's a witch.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Yeah, it don't stack up in the real world, does it? Yeah, some technical
there are a few little errors
there
which
really
just get to me.
That's it. So anyway, next week, Dumbo. Yeah. On that one. What was the question?
Still from Robert. Sorry, Robert, just digressed.
Yeah,
slightly.
We moved on somewhat there.
He's not even watching.
Oh, isn't he?
No.
Oh,
there's no light. So really not. Pouring out my.
Posted it 4 hours ago, so that's fine.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Been a while since I've been here. I'm in the middle of building a Tamiya 132nd F4J. Will be the UK version. Question for you. The colour. What would you recommend for the blue grid? I've been told Tamiya do a colour for this. And being big, would it pay to green, yellow prime it first to get the right tone? Pre-shade, use black, or would you recommend a dark grey? I'll post some pics soon.
I know what you mean by this one, because you're obviously on about the ones we bought from the Americans. We bought some of their F4s. Actually, I think they were the ones that were going down. Steve might know this one. Are they the F4s we bought to go down to the Falklands? Didn't we buy some? Eh?
I don't know, I'm afraid.
Oh, right. I could be wrong. I thought we bought some F4s off the Americans to cover us down in the Falklands for a bit. Until we...
To be fair, we've clashed about that before.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm not going down there again.
No.
I've ruined your nightmare with that one.
No,
we're not going there. I'm
Right,
just saying.
That's fine.
Just saying.
Alright, that's fine.
The museum told me so.
Oh, the museum.
Well, it was their display. Anyway, the colour you're looking for is that sort of funny sort of barley grey colour, which is not done. Where is it? There we go.
What's this wrong? It's too cracked.
They call it pale blue for Model Air.
Or Argentine green.
And it's not Argentine green, no. I don't think it's that one.
Well, the museum says so, it must be true.
I'm just trying to find it here. 1 second. Bloody lost it now.
This must make for awesome viewing.
Yeah, sorry. It's just like I thought I knew what it was, but it looks like I don't. So.
Just stuff yourself in a finger and make it more entertaining.
Lose your thumb.
Yeah.
That's squirting blood everywhere.
Sid chilling.
Nick Fairlock, can it?
Yeah, that colour blue is really weird because it comes about because of the primer colour, shows it through and changes that colour to that weird colour. I used to have a feeling
Let's inside it first.
it was
It'll take an age on that, innit?
008 with the Model Air was the closest, which they're calling out to saying is XF23.
Time is finished, yeah.
But looking at it, it doesn't look right to me. That looks far too blue. But it could be. Not too sure about that one. I don't know. Somebody in the forum can jump in and sort of clarify that one. But it's a weird colour, but it's brought about because of the primer. It changes the colour of the actual aircraft. And if you go to Duxford, their bird that they've got in has got Porsche written on the side. Well, it did have stickers on it, and they peeled them off for a film thing. You can still see where it says Porsche on the side of it. There's a glue behind. So if you catch it at the right angle, you can see it. But it's a weird coloured blue. But it's like a pale blue. 008 Model Air colour looks pretty close to it, so, but not 100%. So yes. Sorry, I can't be much more help.
No, I think you've got it wonderfully usual.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Next question from Ian Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Smith or Smythe?
Smythe. Is it Smythe? Is it Smythe? I don't know.
Well, it's got a Y, so
yeah.
Could be.
Is it Smythe? Smythe.
What's the Smythe had an E on it? Or is it like a popular Smith? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh. Sorry, you clarify.
Sorry. I mean, the thing is, in 4 hours' time, we'll have it's Smith. Sorry. Good evening, lads and assorted guests. There's only one of me. Well, it seems like spring is starting to arrive in Montreal. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Always fancy going there.
Montreal.
Yeah, nice part of the world. The snow is melting. We are getting rain instead of snow, and the temperatures are warming up. Have you gotten used to being on British summertime yet?
We only had it last week.
Well, to be
On
honest,
the weekend.
Yeah, we've only had it the last 4 days.
well, Sunday, because I was hungover, you know, you wake up and you look at your phone, and then it's a whole. Does the phone change automatically?
Yeah.
I think it does. And then you look at other clocks, you think, no, it must be. And then you go around changing what clocks you can see. And then throughout the day, you sit down and notice like a clock on the TV or on the wall or your wristwatch. And then you're thinking, oh, what's the right time? Is it forward or is it back? And you spend the entire day, you know, just going to like meltdown because you're hungover. And yeah, and then Monday morning, you set your alarm. The alarm went off, and I just wasn't ready for the world.
No.
Yeah, because in my head, obviously you do the calculation, don't you? I'm thinking, there's no way I'm getting out of bed at 5 in the morning. No, couldn't do it. So for me, it's a no. I'm struggling. I'm still a little bit, you know, it's not
an hour late for everything.
Yeah. No, I must admit, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Dog clicked over all right. She was a little bit, you know, dinner time, but soon got around with it. Really, she's all right.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Yeah, I've had no issues.
No.
Must be just you then.
That's you.
So no questions right now, but I will put them up as I think of them. Just want to say hello to one and all. Cheers.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
We are available for weddings. If you want us, we could be your wedding singers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, see, have you got a band?
Yeah.
So we
could just do it.
Well, actually, no, because the guy who's supposed to be playing can't get hold of it.
Oh, do you want us to stand in? We only know a couple of songs, admittedly, but we can do them again.
No, I think to be fair, so I'm walking up the aisle.
Yeah.
You know, my special day of my life. And
Yeah.
You can see the humming.
Yeah,
definitely.
On the
I
way
can
up.
work on the organ. Never played it in my life, but how hard can it
How
be?
can it be?
Yeah.
It's
I'll
just
do it.
fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll do what I did at my
Yeah.
sister's wedding.
Yeah.
I was really bad at my sister's wedding.
Right.
In what way?
I played the Wurzels on my phone out loud. She wasn't impressed.
But which part of the ceremony did you actually do that?
Yeah. Is this walking down the aisle, or like, you know, does anybody have any reason?
Just walked down the aisle. I was right on the front seat as well, and the vicar was talking about being in the southwest and all this, and he is saying about the accent and all this. He said, "Proper Wurzel country. It was too good an opportunity to miss."
Mm-hmm.
So I put the Wurzels on with Combine Harvester.
Did everyone join in?
Everybody thought it was hilarious, apart from my sister.
And she still doesn't touch you. Not since then.
The thing is, I think of his sister. Just imagine you in like a blonde wig.
Oh no, she's got dark hair.
Does she?
Yeah.
Photos?
I haven't.
Sorry, no, what's on you?
Steve. Me?
Yes.
Right, moving on. Rob Tonks. I have entered another kit for the group build with an Academy 135th Sheridan tank. Is there such a thing as Sheridan?
Yeah.
Is it? However, I cannot seem to locate aftermarket tracks, so if someone could advise if I can get these, and if so, then I will replace the vinyl track provided. If not, how do I deal with this twist? There's a picture.
Don't tell me it's hold on, I'm not
In a
in
picture
position. Yeah, let me do. Okay, in picture. Hold on, here we go. Ding ding ding.
Oh, that's quite nasty, isn't it?
Yeah, they get the bigger version. Yes, Steve, would you get the stapler out?
No, they should, by looking at them, be able to use styrene glue and just glue them.
Ah.
I'd try that first, as long as you clamp it.
What, they get a twist out?
Oh, to get the twist out, as you're putting them on the tracks, just glue. It'll to each wheel as you go along, and it should get the twist out.
Ah. So you couldn't do the hot water trick? Put it in hot water?
Well, with rubber band, you could try it.
Yeah.
But chances are it might just spring back. I don't know. It's worth trying, but if not, if you just glue it to each wheel as you're going on, and if the tank's got side skirts, you can always put the twisted part at the top as well.
Yeah, hide it out of the way.
Yeah.
Nice. No, good one. Thank you very much.
And as a footnote,
Yes.
oh, and my better half says she will buy me a new airbrush for my birthday, 20th of April. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And I said the Hardy and Steenbeck, so we'll be emailing the discount code shortly.
Very nice.
She's a keeper.
Absolutely.
She is an absolute keeper.
Any woman who turns around and buys an airbrush, then
that's
that's
a lot.
you keep that on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Whereas my other half, what do you want for your birthday? Well, I'm thinking, I'm not buying any models. You've got enough. If only she found the other stash. Oh, wow. And there's no way she'd ever watch this either.
Oh, is there not?
No, not
even if we gave you your password.
No.
Well, don't forget, she could just watch the replays on YouTube.
I think deep down she's.
Was that you laughing, Steve?
She's quite ashamed.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
She doesn't talk about your hobby with her friends, though.
No, it's like a dirty secret.
Yeah, that's it.
People come around and we can smell this, Tammy extra's thin.
Yeah.
And she's like.
She's fine about the cross-dressing, though.
Well, yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Strange women,
Yeah, but
fine with
things
things like that.
We can compare notes, can't we?
Well, yeah, so.
Because I like a little off-the-shoulder number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really lacy.
She can wear it.
Yeah.
They're having this discussion on his night out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I was going to wear a pair of her knickers.
Yeah. Well, not you wore them all day.
Well, I put them on,
Yeah.
but my balls hang out the side.
Well, yeah.
So I thought, I can't spend all day like that. It's not comfy.
No.
At all.
No.
Well,
one on a quad bike.
Oh, not a quad bike. So, luckily, I have my own thong,
Oh, right.
which unfortunately was sequined,
True.
which
How is it?
looked nice until I had a wedgie,
Yeah.
and I basically, someone sliced my arse open.
Yes.
And so I spent the day in a lot of pain with basically, like a chainsaw, stuck at the crack of your arse, and that was not a good day out.
But from my point of view, I was behind when this happened.
Right.
So I saw it in all the detail, and it actually did look quite funny.
Well, it probably did. You know, but I couldn't hear you laughing from my own screams.
Actually, I was crying with laughter.
Yeah.
With your helmet at that point. With you shouting out, "Oh, you little bugger! You split me bum open." But then off we went again on the bike.
Yeah.
It was a good old time. We laughed.
Some
about that
flashes
one.
quite funny.
Yeah, that's it. So yes.
Yes, he was trying to borrow her cardigan, but he used a posh word for it.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, what do you call him?
What, shawl?
No,
No.
it's not shawl.
Even posher than that.
Oh, was it?
Oh, what do you call it?
Off the northern shoulder number.
What's
I
the
can't
Steve, call it.
posh word for cardigan?
Posh word for.
It's like a shawl. Through a pashmina.
That's the one.
Pashmina.
Yeah.
Oh, that is posh. Never heard of it.
I like a pashmina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've got big shoulders.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to look feminine, you put pashmina on. It hides your outline.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
So yeah,
No, she didn't have one. So
That,
yeah,
yeah,
went to
really.
the charity shop apparently.
Oh, okay. Walking around now with a very nice pashmina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the breaks. See?
You had to miss out.
More fashion advice next week.
And this is it. Right, next one is from why am I eating this?
I don't know. Why am I eating them?
I feel quite
Because there's a
sick.
bucket full of them?
That's outrageous. Got to do those.
Right, there's more behind you.
I like go back on those black things.
It's right there over there as well.
You're going to try and beat your record eating 5 at once.
Right, next question's from Toby Page. Evening all.
Evening, Toby.
Hello.
I know in some recent shows, etc., the questions of primers has been asked.
It's true.
To be fair to death.
Only once or twice.
But anyway, let's press on. My questions are around using Tamiya XF19 paint as a primer. I want to use it on my F15 build. So, would you use it neat? Would you thin 50-50 with X20A? Would you thin 50-50 with Mr. Hobby, leveling thinners? What would you do?
From my point of view, I would thin it 50-50. That's what I tend to do. If you're doing something in a wheel well, or something, you know, where it's pretty tight to get into, then I would spray it in neat, because that way it goes in, it sticks, job done very quickly. But it's not to give you the smoothest to finish all the way over. And obviously, you know, value for your money goes further when you thin it. So 50-50 all the way over. I don't tend to use self-leveling thinners with anything these days from my point of view. Used to all the time, but now I must admit I tend to stick with X20A.
Would you not think that by using leveling thinners it might give some bite to the plastic?
Well, technically, self-leveling thinners is a thinner with a retarder in it.
Right.
The idea being is because it doesn't dry as quick, it has a chance to level out. Hence the name, self-leveling thinners.
That's how he plugged it all, so we'd all go out and buy it.
No, because I
And
don't
now,
use it anymore.
All of a sudden, he doesn't use it.
No, I do. I have got some. Don't get me wrong. Look, here's some here.
It's like oils, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's another one.
Because he told me to go and buy some, so I went out and bought some. He said,
Yeah.
I don't use it anymore.
No, don't get me wrong. I think this stuff, in conjunction with
70
guns, 70 quid on oils.
Right, I want to split up.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's it.
Honestly,
So there we go. If you use those two in conjunction together, they are the.
can the camera pick that up? Can it?
Probably not.
Be on behind it.
So I'll stick it
Well,
in
your
there.
elbow was there, it's fine.
But yeah, the thing is, this stuff with the actual gun stuff is a match made in heaven. The stuff works absolutely fantastic, no problem at all. But if you're doing it as just a primer thing, I wouldn't worry so much about self-leveling thinners and stuff like that, because all you're doing is chucking down paint, checking for joins, and something for your next coat to grip to. So,
See, my argument with that, and I know you've already explained it to me,
Oh, but let's cover it again. let's do that.
what's the difference between putting it straight onto the plastic as a primer to actually put it on as a finish?
okay, two schools of thought with this.
We've covered this before.
Sort of, but we'll do it more in depth now. Okay?
Suck this again, shall
Yeah. The thing is, if you've been doing loads of filling work and stuff like that, and different messing around with it, by actually giving it a primer coat universally right the way over it, it then hopefully makes the surface exactly the same. So when you paint onto it, you'll get no difference. Point in case, if you used filler, okay, and then you just paint your paintwork just over it, some of the more traditional fillers, like your Squadron ones, stuff like that, absorb the moisture out of the paint faster than just when it's on plastic, and you can get like a dry line.
What's called burn.
Or burn, is it?
It's called burn.
There you go. So you get a
Paint
burn.
decorators say
Yes.
The filler burning through it.
Yeah. So you get burn. So this stops burning, our new keyword, thank you, Adam, from happening. And it just smooths things out. From my point of view, as a modeler, I think it's good practice because you can see if you've got a problem with your primer, i.e. dodgy panel lines and joints and that, you can see it before you've got the paintwork onto it. So you can go back that one step and just sand the crap out of it, whatever you need to do to sort of smooth it all out and everything else. Then you can come in, reprime just that area, and then go for your top colour over the top. But it's just a safety net before you're going to go in. Perhaps you go in and do camera work and all those horrible things that are going to take time. If you screw up under there, it's going to be a lot to fix. So there you go.
Interested.
Yeah, that's his interesting face. So yes, back to why we do it. Why do you do it, Steve?
Well, slightly different. I tend to thin it with Tamiya thinners 50/50s. Put that down as first layer of primer, and then I'll sand it back, and then I'll go in then with more XF matting, but I'll mix it with self-leveling thinner and put another coat of primer down, and then put the base coat on top of that. I just find it gives by sanding in between, it gives a nice finish to the paint.
Yeah. You know, if you did something with a very nice finish, i.e. your glosses and your metals especially, then yeah, that's very good practice and probably well worth doing it. If you're just doing it armour, you need a key to it anyway, then you probably wouldn't need to do it. But certainly if you were doing something with metallizers, you want the best possible surface you can get to get your stuff down onto. So yes. And just to answer a quick question, because I'm bound to get it at some point tonight, when they become available, the new AK metallizers, I will have a go with them, because if they are as good as they say, happy days.
Yeah.
Because if you watch the video and the blurb about you can mask over it, you can weather directly onto it, overcoat it, and it doesn't care. Sounds, you know, awesome. But you know, if that's in true, you know, we'll have to see. But when it comes available, I will grab a couple of bottles and we'll give it a whirl. Because it does seem to be very good stuff.
Do you think it'll take it?
What, Buster?
Yeah.
He's asking for mercy at the moment. Like,
look at the state of him.
He's asking for mercy. He's like, please, just kill me.
But at what point does it become, well, not an accurate test? Because it's just so much paint there and crap anything else.
Well, probably around about now. So we can either have another Barton IPA, yeah, or we just call it a mercy killing and get a new one. I have a new Buster.
Thing is,
Where can you build it?
I can't now because actually I can't find half the bits. I did have them all in a box, but I seem to have lost that particular box.
Oh, how convenient.
But
I remember that. I'm a strict one back. I'll show you how to bring a model back to life.
Yeah.
You fill your boots, Flora. I can't wait to see that.
Hey, will you be surprised if we suddenly rose from the ashes? I know I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to rescribe it. It'll be fine.
It'll be impressive.
Good set of decals, small decals will be fine. No problem.
Second part of this question.
Yes.
I am fed up with using Johnson & Johnson cotton buds. As a premium brand, they seem to break up and go fluffy really easy. Any recommendations for a good quality cotton bud?
I have to ask Mel, who's watching,
Yeah.
so perhaps she'll key in and tell me what these ones are. But they're a lot cheaper, but these are actually quite good ones because they don't fall apart quite as quick as the cheap Johnsons. These aren't Johnsons because they don't have the blue stem. I just put them in here to act posh.
Right.
Plus that, because she buys them in bulk,
Yeah.
I just have a handful out every now and again and have them in here. But these are just white end ones and all the rest of it. So yeah. But that's the trouble. If you get the ones, sometimes you wet them and the entire end comes off. That's always good. You know, you just wet it a bit, put it down, give it a rub. To be honest, use loads of cotton buds on this one. So you're going around with it and the freaking end comes off. So, not good.
Right, Peter Harrison has pulled a blinder for our previous question about those tracks.
Yes.
And that company, what they called?
Thrill.
Yeah. They produce a set of metal links for that tank, and it's put on the link to eBay and UK stockists and what have you. So that's ideal.
There we go.
Can't do that problem.
Lovely jubbly.
Have fun. How many links in that set?
Question from Andy. Why has everyone got like awesome surnames?
Well, you could just say Andy because people will read it in the thing and they'll get it. It's easier.
I don't want to see the bloke up. You know, just like passing
He
by.
likes a challenge.
Yeah, he likes a challenge.
I'm thinking Molyneux.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay. That was good.
What do you think?
Oh.
Well, no, we'll go with yours.
Do you say Molyneux?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would actually.
I'll go with that.
I'll go
I'm
with
asking you.
No point asking me.
No, not at all.
I can barely say the first
You
name.
just play your crayons, big guy.
I'm going to play my crayons. I feel like we are really lazy tonight because you're doing all the reading.
No, you're doing well.
You're
Actually,
doing well.
I've never seen someone take so long.
I haven't cut myself yet.
Sand something. Honestly.
I haven't cut myself yet. I'm doing well.
But don't you sand? Do you just hack it out?
Well, he has it and then he sands it.
I thought you've seen the
There's
same.
the other thing.
Oh, do you want a new one? Oh God! Honestly.
You told me off last time I brought all my tools with me.
Yeah, but if you want a new one. You know what's really sad? I have all the seconds here. Yeah, seriously. I have all the broken and the misshaped
And he
ones.
still gets an invoice for those.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, got away with that one. How about
That is
one?
pretty shocking.
Isn't it? I mean, even mine aren't that to that state.
Is that camera movable?
Which one?
Or won't have been filmed on?
Well, you'll be recording on that one or filmed on that one.
Right, day.
So you're on both.
So would it be nice
Mhm.
to do like a behind the scenes thing? Like Phil with Phil. This is how Phil lives.
What, go around the house with it? I
No,
don't think the USB and bridge.
because obviously we've got a view of your model making room, but there's certain angles that people don't see.
What, you mean like this direction?
Well, I'm thinking maybe down in that direction.
Right.
Honestly.
Ah, yeah, hold on. He's coughing in there. Steve's is just as bad as mine.
Well, go on, then, let's have a little look. I'll pan around.
It's not that bad.
Come on.
If you take a photo of it,
Alright.
then you can
There you
show
go.
the camera with it.
Can you see okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, it's a bit messy.
But where's your bin area,
It's not
Steve?
messy, it's organised.
Yeah, where's
Where's
the
mine?
Show
Where's
me
my bin?
yeah, your bin area, because it's like mine.
It's being emptied at the moment.
Oh, mine hasn't. There you go. You take it over to the camera. If I put it on, right, hold on. He's just going to come round and show the camera. You show this little one over, and then you can see what you're showing over there.
Look at the state of that. That's just like proper minging.
That's organised chaos.
That isn't, that's horrendous.
Look, I'm a busy chap. I'm here working.
Is that
Well,
like a fire risk?
Well,
If that went up, all that paper, glue, plastic.
yeah,
How is your insurance policy? Did they come round and do like a risk assessment?
they did actually.
And
Yeah.
actually, was that there when you came
No,
round?
no.
all the flammables moved and hidden.
Yeah.
He goes to me when he comes around, the insurance guy, he goes, right, okay, so what's flammable? And it's like, what, in here? He's like, well, yeah. And I said, well, pretty sure all of that is.
All the labels with like fire signs.
Yeah, that's it. And he goes, right, so how many mil do you think that is in total? Well, each one's like 10. And so he's mentally tottering all this out. He goes, oh, that's not too bad. And then I pointed out, I've got 5 litres of IPA in there and a couple of other things. And he's like, yeah, could we keep them in an outside building perhaps? Or perhaps a sealed cupboard?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, of course we can. We can get rid of those. They'll be out of the way. And all the rest of it. And it's like, and how many fire extinguishers do you have? And it's like, how? I'm pretty sure there's one in the car.
How many have you got?
We got one in the kitchen.
Oh, that's handy.
Well, I think it's safer when it's near a melt than it is here.
Yeah, no.
Just just thinking ahead.
They're not saying anything about her cooking then?
No, not at all, but I know when it's dinner time.
I think it's a great cook. Genuinely. Look.
I
was waiting for something.
I was waiting for the voice from the class.
It's just that it was slow.
Yeah, waiting for it. Boom, boom, boom.
Kicks away through the ceiling.
Don't forget, it's just a delay. So in a minute, you're like, you know. Yeah. No, bless her, she's a lovely cook, sweet.
She is indeed.
She's very clever, very talented in the kitchen.
So good, I bought dinner.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, so good, you paid for dinner. Yeah, bless. Very nice it was.
Hey,
2 weeks
back
on the
to,
back about fish and chips.
Is it?
Yeah, last week.
Oh, you can't be fish chips, can you?
Well, that's it.
But my
You didn't like
favourite
fish
meal.
chips, yeah, sausage and chips.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah, see, that's not right, is it?
It's a batter sausage.
Loads of meat.
It's not even like real meat, though, is it?
I don't like fish.
It's all like eyelids and nostrils and stuff, isn't it?
That's what fish is, isn't it?
No, I think fine fish is actually a fish, whereas what you've had is like shredded arseholes. Bits and pieces like that, you know, minced up and deep fat fried and
Yeah.
Whereas mine was actually, you could make out that it was once a fish.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Damn.
As long as you enjoyed it. Andy, sorry about this. He's here, green lights on, watching,
Yeah, and
waiting,
wrecking it.
hand in mouth for the question we read out, and all you can talk about is
Well, me who started it.
fish and chips and state of the place. Anyway, a few times about what's your worst modelling disasters, but are there any silly mistakes you constantly make? Oh, come here, one. For some reason, I never move my model when cleaning out the airbrush and have lost count of the number of times I've ended up with splatters of airbrush cleaner all over my nice new paint job. Yeah, I've been there. You just get complacent, don't you?
I think one of my worst habits that I have that annoys the hell out of me because I do it is I'll clean the airbrush out next to my model, and that bit where you go around the rim, you cup it, and it flicks it all over. And before you know it, you're like, oh shit, and you've got blobs, and you're like, Jesus. And you're like, I can be honest here, there's a black mark just there, and that was exactly it. I was cleaning the black off the brush, and it flicked and it spat on there, so I need to take care of that.
No, don't, because it looks like it's a bit of mud that's come off that wheel.
Yeah.
And
It
looks authentic.
Yeah, that's it.
Muddy Gotham.
Well, he would be if he was armoured and he's off on his bit.
He's not, is he?
Yeah, but it could be.
You said to me,
My
I've been
story,
watching the film
Yeah.
for reference.
Yes.
So we both watched the same bit of film.
Yeah.
It never went through any mud.
But
It was
the
on
bit
time.
when we watched, it was summer again. I was on about the winter bit when they're going around in the winter and it's snow, it's all frozen. So this is what that bit was seen from.
You get that feeling you're never going to win.
No.
Well, I think I've won because you're just squirming.
No.
Yeah.
It's my model.
Well, I
my
can't see
story.
any snow on it.
Well, look, we're not on about your prime panel
Or to be
and
fair,
why he's got a prime panel.
and there's no turret on top.
Yeah, but different version.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Is it the same colour?
And where did your guys find their replacement panel in the heat of battle?
Well, they didn't just drive along and saw UPS delivery.
That's it. Well, that's
But
what I'm
it's a
thinking.
panel.
Did it have a label on it? Have you got a label on the front?
No, it's
So tank number.
This way up.
it's one of those.
Do not bend.
It's got strength performance. And they haven't had a chance to sort of do the tan. So they thought we've got one in primer. You can ask that and you can paint it in the field.
Right.
But they're in the field and they haven't had a chance yet.
Tight kits. Didn't give me the other two though.
Well, they fell off.
But why didn't you go pick them up?
Well, it's really honest, you do all that stuff in behind, you can't see it. So in my head, I think, well, it just came off.
No, that is
Blown
right.
off and,
Yeah.
But modelling is all about
Subjective.
artistic
Yes.
license
Yes.
and about enjoying yourself.
It is.
Unless you want to recreate something from a film and then try and pass it off as accurate by just telling me that you spent the day watching Batman.
I think it's been the
And
day
then
watching
show me
Batman.
that muddy-
I just had it in the
muddy
background. Yes. Well, he's not muddy, is he? He's grimy.
Right.
So
you
it's muddy or grimy?
watched Batman and ignored it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I could have done a better job.
Well, no, you did. Oh, and it looks nice. But why lie? There's people on here hanging on your every word. It was muddy.
It was muddy. My muddy vehicle. I like it muddy.
Are you taking that piss? Honestly.
Why?
What? Is it like a prerequisite to join the site? You've got to have the world's longest name.
Or you can just read his name.
Val, how are you? Val, it's great. Lovely to have you. Tolhurst. That sounds like a Viking name.
Yeah. Tolhurst. Yeah.
I tried watching the first season of that.
Yeah.
I can't.
Why?
Because it's not on Sky anymore.
It was on Sky the other day.
The second
They've
season,
taken it off, haven't they?
the second is only on there. But the first one is not anymore.
I must be a bit disappointed this week.
Yeah.
Because it was, well, it's on tonight, isn't it? 10 o'clock tonight. It was, mediocre. Did you watch it? Vikings?
History Channel?
No, History Channel. Sure.
But to be fair, it's also my surname. I am Viking heritage. And obviously the beard, and I love Axis. Oh, honestly, DIY stores. But you do, you find stuff, just drawn to them. It's like a magnet. You just pick one up and you just hold it, just feels like an extension of your arm.
Yeah. Yeah, dustbin lid. I don't know, right. No, too far.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a bit much.
Sorry.
Come on, you're picking on his inheritance, yeah.
Yeah.
Inherited.
Yeah.
It's
Inheritance or heritage?
The first one.
He's combined it.
Yeah.
It's a one-off.
It's a Sid word.
That's a great word, Sid.
I thought so.
I'm liking that.
Oh, good.
But things like a Talk Point Ferry.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going across, sat in the van, and as the shore comes closer, you just, in your head, you can fucking just storm the shore.
They keep telling you to get behind the barrier, don't they?
Yeah.
You keep standing on the front with your axe.
And you did. And you imagine just running ashore, killing all the women, raping the cows. Yeah. You went berserk in Cornwall.
Cornwall?
There's nothing wrong with the Cornwall. But to be fair, if you did that, I'd probably think it was something like Harvest Festival.
Yeah, another pagan festival.
Yeah, another one.
Those crazy guys.
God, what are they doing now? Anyway, Val, sorry.
Sorry, Val, where were we? It's going to be a long night. Question 3.
Oh, this is charming. This is absolutely charming. So, right.
Alright, go on.
Hi, chaps.
I haven't seen any of these questions today.
Starts well.
Right,
Yeah, starts well.
Mhm.
I'm not with you tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, brilliant. I'm out for a meal.
important issue?
Well, so just thought you'd let us know, would you?
Yeah.
But I'll watch the show recording as soon as it's up. That's a bit awkward. If you don't get a chance to answer my question, no worries. I'm doing an Airfix 727 on the site, and I'm currently suffering from repetitive sanding and filling syndrome. There are some areas that I'm not going to have a lot of filler. When I've used fillers before, it seems that you can still see the filler as a shadow.
Sweet. I tell you, sometimes it's spooky.
As a shadow under the primer, even though it's burning through, even though it's smooth to touch. Does this make sense? Well, yes, it makes perfect sense. It's an excellent question.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sure it couldn't be here. What am I doing wrong? Is the filler absorbing paint?
I'll tell you what, I mean, maybe nobody's going to believe we haven't seen these.
Yeah. You couldn't write it, could you?
No, you couldn't.
So I always ask that question for a reason.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's spooky sometimes, isn't it?
See, you laugh at my questions.
So there you go. Hopefully you were watching the earlier bit where we can actually explain that one. As Adam pointed out, it's called burning. Yeah, which is our new term. It's called burning raw.
I'm fairly sure it's called burning.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Well,
On the percentage?
I'm going to look confident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Burning.
Well, I believe it.
Yeah. Well, I believe it.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I believe
So
it.
it's called filler burn. If it's not, we've just invented it.
Yeah.
Well, you have. Would you like to trademark that?
That is a good thing. No, I'm pretty sure that is a proper technical.
Right. So your filler burn, you need more primer. Prime on top, seal it in.
Would you water down the primer to obviously to seal it like you would like PVA on like a plaster? It just seals it all in.
You could do that.
I'm just throwing it out there, Phil.
Yeah, you
Just
could
throw it
do
out.
that. Seal it in. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've never tried it, but I tell you what, it'd be a good one to have a go on.
Put a load of filler on and do it neat and see it burn through.
Yeah.
Do it through watery and make sure it's sealed
That's
like
it.
a
And self
PVA.
levels and all the rest of it, and then
Oh, that's another riveting video coming your way.
Mhm.
Right, next question from Peter Field. Evening, gents. Just watched Interstellar on DVD, and that has really noodled my brain. in my brain. I'll have a Jeff Hurst in physics. Could you write this any smaller? I've been having a play with the moldable plastic this week. I've managed to roll it as thin as 0.5 mil, and it's easy to work with. Just use boiling water and wait for it to go clear. I've also used the halogen oven, intentionally to melt something for once. That will be now. If you're doing something complex or outside of the drying time, just keep reheating it until you've worked it into the shape you want. I did a complex curved undercarriage door quite easily. Next step is to press something into it to produce a mould and use some cold cast resin, which I need to get hold of to make the test possible. It's completely reusable, just heat it up and start again. It's got lots of possibilities. A novel gift for the other half. Mould your own. Can't read that. Mould your own. I could paint in this. Sorry to waffle on. Have a great show, chaps.
There you go. So,
Ask for the words.
was it?
No, it's gone again.
So there you go. We were talking about this one. We're going to get hold of some of it. We'll get a bulk load and we can share it out. And I'll tell you what we could do. I'll get some in.
Pencil.
Right?
Pencil? Oh, there we go. Go on.
So anyway, what we do is get hold of some of this stuff. We can
Yeah.
have it on a bowl. We can mold things like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why is Steve shaking his head?
This could be a winner. Couldn't
I think it could be a winner.
it? Yeah.
So I'll get some in and you'll be back up for that one, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Watch this space.
What can go wrong? We could make little animals like
could
morph.
do like tonal variations. Couldn't you?
What? On there?
Yeah. What do you think of, Bill? I was just saying
Well,
about
that's
the
it.
modelling.
I'm going to do
Plastic.
little things.
You could pick up details. You like recessed panel lines, raised panel lines, veins. Yeah, there's all sorts you can do, isn't it?
Steve's got very red.
Malcolm
Yes.
Rose. I'll tell you what, thank Christ this is recorded. If this was live, we'd be in a shit.
Oh dear.
Right, yeah. Malcolm Rose. What time is it?
No, you're right. Somewhere in the world it's gone 9 o'clock.
Happy days, there you go. Evening, Phil, Sid, Steve, and Adam. Just an update on my RA Hawk, the extra acrylics from last week's show, and also a question regarding. Oh, why do it to me? What's that word there?
Brazin or Brazin.
Oh, right, you just spelled it wrong, did he?
I think that's what I mean, isn't it?
Particular text.
Resin 2426.
Oh, don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
As you know,
Yeah.
I had a mare last week with the Hamlett's extra acrylics. I think everyone has had a mare with
I think everybody has at some point.
I did strip the Hawk back down to bare styrene and lost all of the pit detail with it. The past week has seen the primer coats go down and the top coats from the same bottle of red. And this time it's worked with no sign of peeling, which is ideal. In fact, I would say it's gone one better with the finish. Just time lost. Question for Phil. While I have been repainting, I came across a video of a Star Destroyer. Where did you manage to find the? It's the same word. Where did you manage to find the what? What is that word he's trying to say?
Seriously?
It's not brass, is it?
No. Yeah. I can't remember who makes mine, but it's not that.
No, it's. Where did you manage to find the so and so?
It's that. I take it means by resin. It must be that 2-part resin that you were using for.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I know. That's what I'm thinking.
God, thank God you're.
Guys, a good job somebody's listening.
Yeah. Bioresin. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
And to be fair, that's how it's spelled on the tin.
I know.
You own that tin. How do you not?
I've had this stuff for years. Well, I've used it for years. Yes, true. You want G26. That's what it is. If you just Google Bioresin,
Or is it bioresin?
or Bioresin, I always pronounce it as Bioresin, but
But you couldn't read it.
no, true. Hold on, just looking for it. Okay, the company is Alec.
It's sick, isn't it?
Do?
Well, they make expanding foam.
Oh yes, do they?
Yeah.
Oh right. Well, I'm just talking about the company it came from. So yeah, it's made by Sika, who make expanding foam. So we use flues.
You're obsessed with flues.
I'm just
What is
saying.
wrong with you?
Oh,
Why would I stick expanding foam? The whole
no,
point
the
is
side
to
of it.
poisonous gases. Right, but you know what? I'll tell you what, while I'm here, I'll block it up for you.
No, I'm only
Expanding
on about
foam.
it because when they did next door, their new one, they put up this expanding stuff and threw shit all over the place because it was coming out top.
I don't know if it's expanding foam. It's more to it.
Right. Okay.
Just
Anyway.
an outlet.
It's good
Just
stuff.
put it up there.
Is there any like flute-related questions you want to go off your chest?
No, I'm done. Yeah. You don't get you to ask these questions very often. You know. That's part of me shit.
Oh yeah, fair one.
Okay. Yes, it's by a company which I've got this one from is Alec Trinity. Yeah, Trinity. So it's ALEC
Is it Tritony
or Tritony
or bioresin?
TIRANTI Limited. That's the one I get mine from. But you need the two-part. One's a hardener. Yeah, just G26M, and then obviously you want your resin and your hardener. And then depending on how quick you want it to go off, depending on how much
Very
hardener
similar,
you put
aren't
in. Yes.
Yeah, those.
Yes, they certainly do. So I would always recommend going in with slightly less of the hardener though, because otherwise it goes off so quick. Because it does this thing, you pour them together and it just looks like treacle. And you're thinking, well, there's not a lot happening here. And if you put,
it gets really hot.
yeah.
So with your resin, could you not just start warping it and?
No, because what happens is as soon as it starts to go off, it goes cloudy in the cut.
Yeah.
And then it literally, as soon as it starts to go cloudy, it then just locks.
Really?
Literally, it's that fast. And that's it. So if you haven't got your head bubbles out of it, by the time it goes locks, you've had it. And that's it. And it does get very hot. So don't put it in something and then, if you're worried about things getting hot. So that's what they say about with moulds and that, make sure they're well ventilated and all the rest of it. So yes, that's the stuff. See, we knew what it was. Piece of cake. Next.
Happy days. Right, this one is from Dave Marzola.
Right.
I'm going with that one.
Right.
Good evening from California.
Hey.
Again, another part of the world. My question is, do you wash the screws with soap and water to ensure the mold release agent is removed before starting your build?
No.
Right, moving on.
Yeah, don't get us wrong, I've covered it before. If you're in a situation where sometimes the old trumpeter kits used to be, you look in the bag and it's literally like oozing down with release agent. I've had that before. And you look at the model and you can see like oily marks all over it. Then yes, obviously give them a rub. Bung them in a bowl of soapy water, rub it round, rinse them off clean, let them dry and start on it like that. Because the trouble is, if you're coming through with acrylic paint, you don't tend to like it. Not so much a problem with your oils and things, but acrylics don't like it. And it tends to bubble up on everything. And also you get it on your hands and then contamination. It's always a release agent, which is basically silicone. Is it? Oh, yeah. Got some of that as well, yeah. Can of that. You see that? I've got all my mould making stuff.
As he knocks his camera off of his show.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one you want. Nice. So yeah, release agent. If you're doing any moulding, you know, use this stuff because it makes such a difference to your mould, and also it gives great, you know, leg up. Can't pronounce it now. Makes your mould last ages.
Wish I'd got one. Yeah, that would fill some time.
Show me up.
Well, now I'm sat here looking at tins of silicone. Is that fun, is it?
It's enjoyable.
Is it? Yeah, it looks it.
It really is, yeah.
I've never been able to take
I'm having a right over it.
Yeah.
I'm really glad
Honestly.
I did this.
Yeah, I bet you are. Right, I reckon this is the wind up. It's got to be it. It's current April Fools. Right. Brett.
Yes.
Brett, come on. Give me a break, fella. What are we going to go for with that? It is, isn't it? It's just like,
It's Marquardt.
Hey, I think down south I is.
It's Brett.
Well, I've figured out Brett, but come on, what's his surname?
Brett.
I'm
Cowboy.
I'm thinking Markard.
Yeah.
Markard?
No, it's Brett the Tech Cowboy. That'll do.
From Frisco, Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I'm thinking Markard. Markard? No, Markard. Markard.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Full guest roster on Ford Models tonight. Sure you're not watching? Like Strong Grey. Hope all is well with everyone. Question for Phil. Oh, it's another one. Well, I've just got a bottle of extra acrylics, desert pink for my tornado build. It is the only brand that I could find that makes this colour.
True.
How do you recommend airbrushing this, i.e. PSI, thinner ratio, and brand? It is a new bottle of paint, as you recommended.
Yeah, well, it's a new bottle, so you'll be fine this once. Next time you come to use it, in the next few months, it won't work. Because it will just be horrible. But when it's brand new, it's quite nice stuff. I just do a standard 50-50 mix with Tamiya X28. Simple as that. Don't put self-leveling thinners near it. I think it'll turn to glue. Because it doesn't like it. With those types of things, they tend to get very, very thick and gooey and things like that. Just like bubble gum.
Ooh.
It's a question for you.
You don't want bubble gum?
No, seriously, it's a question for you.
Is that?
Yeah. For Sid, that's what gave it away, to be honest.
Is that what it is?
Which product do you use for the water effects on your dioramas?
Oh, that's straightforward because I remember that.
Yeah.
It is the Woodland Scenics range, which is realistic water and water effect.
Right.
The realistic water is just literally pour it in thin layers, wait for it to dry.
So you don't, it's not a 2-power where you have to mix it? No.
No. It even says on the bottle, do not shake.
So it's a gloss?
I assume so, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Really thick.
Thick, gloopy gloss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water is normally a bit glossy.
Yeah.
And you literally do,
quite
it's
level.
just pour it
Yeah.
and then wait for it to set, which normally takes about 24 hours. Unless you do it like I did on my first one.
Right, a bit thick, isn't it?
To be fair, he was asking what you use, not how you use it. I'm just saying.
I'm just sharing.
Thanks, I'm really thrilled with that.
So yeah, it's the Woodland Scenic range.
Here we go. Alan, how are you? Green lights on. Lad,
We do.
And a surname I can pronounce.
Oh, right.
Stillwell. Nice name.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
You know, easy. Evening, Phil, Sid, Steve, and Adam.
Hello.
Hopefully, there'll be no technical problems for Adam's return performance, especially if he survives beyond the watershed of 9 o'clock. We may have had a little infraction.
Funny enough, we have got the second camera linked up here as well, just in case Anna's recording.
It is.
But it's only got a 32 gig card in it, so it's only going to last 2.5 hours.
No worries.
So at some point, it will go out before the end of this.
Another question for Sid. I think Phil's over his day. Sid, how is the F-16 Night Fighter progressing?
It's finished.
Is it?
It's finished.
Why don't you bring it?
Because I'm saving it for the Night Fighters.
What scale is it?
72nd.
Is it?
It's only a small one. I only go for a bit of fun.
But what makes it a night fighter, apart from flying at night?
It's got big lights on the front of it.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Is it like black and like that?
It's the worst bloody mistake I've ever made. I'm never going to live it down.
It had Night Fighter on the
Night Falcon.
Night Falcon
And I
on the
mistaken
label.
it for Night Fighter.
That was it.
Like I said, the biggest mistake I'm ever going to make.
To be honest, I don't think people notice.
No, I think he got away with it. Nobody noticed. No, I think he saved it. Great save, really.
Hold on. It's been misses.
How was it?
Oh,
that's not good, is it? Oh, dear God. Right. Your mother
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Has dropped off your birthday present. Excited.
Do
Do you know what I got last year?
Go on.
Last year, bear in mind I'm 38. So last year she came over, you know, decent sized box, that last familiar sort of rattle, plasticky noise.
Yeah.
I thought, finally. Yeah, she's taken on board. I opened it up.
Wait for it.
And it was like a Lego tank. No, honestly, not like a Lego tank. It was a
Technical Lego.
generic
Oh, right.
Lego.
Right.
Yeah. So I've got some like Poo-Tang special tank, which doesn't really look like a tank. And like the figures on there look like they've been like melted.
Yeah.
And it's just horrendous. So it is just the worst, crappiest Lego look-alike. I don't even like Lego.
No.
You know Lego. And she bought me a Lego tank.
Have you built it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's very fun though.
Yeah. I did build it. Yeah. Not goes through her mind.
Bless
Shall I text back?
So yeah.
I'm on TV.
Yeah.
This is so unprofessional.
Watch me live. Whilst you're filling, I'm just going to mention Alex Cook, was it Cook? Yeah, has sent me from Canada, okay, one of these, which is one of these ultraviolet blue pen things.
Remember we talked?
Yeah.
One of those come up, didn't they?
I missed that. What's that bit?
Right,
Canopies
so
or something, wasn't it?
yeah. Now the thing is, it's a bit of a double-edged sword in this one because I'm not the biggest fan of ultraviolet glues. In fact, I will probably show you their Achilles heel if I can work it out in a minute. I had a quick play with this earlier because, to be honest, I unscrewed the top and then thought it was a bit gloopy and then realised it's actually got a pen thing at the other end. So it was like, righto. But basically, you have your little glue, okay, and you can put your little spot down. If we do a little tweak, okay, then you pop your end on. Okay, so very nice applicator, very small. Then you've got this little guy here, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, and you have ultraviolet glue, because it won't go off unless you zap it with ultraviolet light.
How does it take?
Not long. And then you just go over it. She's back. Just with your ultraviolet light. Okay. And then, I don't know how long it actually takes, I'm just sort of guessing here. But it does say it's got some very nice uses on here. If you look, yeah, some of the things you can do with it. Right, just see if that's done. Poke it with something.
It's all in French.
Yeah, talk off. Well, it's French because it's Canadian, isn't it? And now, you feel it, rock off.
Oh, that's a bit good, isn't it?
So the great thing about this is it's soundable. Soundable. Soundable.
That's a Sidge word.
Is that a Sidge word? Right, it's soundable, and all the rest of it. And I did have a go, and it is actually very soundable.
Yeah.
Because I did it on a bit of a seam on here. Just because I was having a go, I was like, what can I do? Oh, this will do. So I did put it on here and had a go with it. And you can sound it afterward, and it sounds just as well as styrene, no problem at all. The only problem with it is, and if I can find 2 bits of styrene, there's a bit. With all ultraviolet glues, they're absolutely fine as long as the light can get to it. So your problem actually is, if you've got 2 bits of something,
Oh, so you're going with this.
okay, so you put your dollop in the middle, and then you get your second foot and you put it on top, you've got no way of the light getting to it anywhere, even through the thing, anything else like this. And I did this before, just to give it a definite test to see if I could get this in any way, shape or form to go. And it won't, because what happens is this won't cure on itself, and over time it starts to evaporate, right? And it just will not go off unless it's got ultraviolet. So if you squidge it around side to side, you can get it to bite on the edges and it will dry, but if you put any pressure on it at all, it pings apart. Now,
So if you're doing a canopy,
if you're doing a canopy, you can't get the glue to go off inside. So there,
but doesn't the light pass through the clear part?
but if you've pre-painted it,
Yeah.
you can't get the light through.
Did you do a test for that as well?
I have done. I've used, to be honest, I get when
You have
ultraviolet. I did. When ultraviolet lights became big in the old days.
Muddy.
What? Muddy tanks.
Let it go. Let it go.
So you feel it now. That's quite strong. But no, it's not. It's gone again.
Yeah.
And that's your problem, is getting it to actually go off. So the point is with this one, what I love about this is, one, you can actually use it for filling work. So if you've got something like a misscribe, absolutely happy days, because you can put a drop of this in, and away you go.
Can you refill that? Or just buy it as a
this is it. I think it comes as a unit.
Actually, I can translate to my French.
You are fluent in French, aren't you?
Endless possibilities.
Yeah.
Repair. Connect. Rebuild. Create. Improve. I'm still going it.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Craft. Tear iron on fire. What's that?
Is it right?
Fill.
Is it right?
Fill. No, I'm Phil. Not
Right,
Phil.
so.
And build.
Right.
You still away there, Steve?
Sorry,
I am,
Steve.
yes.
A minute.
No, I'm just translating the French.
It would be better if you had the accent. Can you
Bond
do a
it.
bit of a French accent?
No, but I just sound Scottish,
Go on.
and it's just really insulting.
Yeah, go on. Good,
No,
good.
it's just not good. I'm not doing it.
Oh.
Or you turn to what's his name? No, I can't say it. Sean Connery. It's just not good. Right. If bonding service is not French, is tacky.
Yes.
It's time to replace the LED.
Right. Fair enough.
I'll tell you what, my French is
Pretty good. It's pretty good. Better than your Scottish.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, thank you. I can understand the point of this for using it for filling jobs and for actually making things, but actually as a glue on solid items, that's where this falls apart, because the ultraviolet light can't penetrate in. Because I will be honest with you, I got suckered in a couple of years ago when everybody was on about ultraviolet glues and saying, oh, they're brilliant, you can use them for canopies and it doesn't fog your canopy, but also it doesn't actually stick your canopy down particularly well, because it will do the finest gap around the entire outside, but you've only got to flick it and the canopy will just pick off. So that is the trouble with it. Have you ever used the old ultraviolet glue, Steve?
No, I haven't actually.
Yeah, as I say, playing with this one, it's been, quite good for doing little tiny filling jobs, little tiny weld jobs, stuff like that. No problem at all.
Photo etching stuff.
But again, if it can't see, that's your trouble. So,
Hey, they're nice, aren't they? Isn't it?
what, chairs?
No, your slippers.
Yeah, they are actually. Well, they're Christmas.
No, they're nice.
Do you want what's really funny? My brother gave me a pair of slippers identical to these, and he gave me a pair identical back. So if you were a different size, I thought I'd have just had the same present back.
Yeah. No, they're nice, then.
That's it.
They've got like a rubber sole,
Yes.
so you can go outside.
Yeah, so I don't go.
That's a sign of good slipper.
It's a good slipper. You need a rubber sole.
Yeah.
And also, you get those leather bottom ones on the stairs. Not good.
Yeah. No.
Just an accident waiting to happen.
Apparently, this is also inhalation, harmful by inhalation.
Right.
Don't you?
So we'll just improve it.
Harmful in contact with skin.
Yeah.
There's a few problems here, Phil.
Right.
Irritating to my French is rusty. Respiratory system.
Mm-hmm.
Severe eye irritation.
Yeah.
And vapors may be irritating to eyes, nose, throat, and lungs.
Put it in English there.
Yeah. Also, many household applications the hobby and professional requires use on metal, wood, plastic, stone.
Oh, I'm digging out line here. Translate.
Possible hazards to health, to breathing and touch. Irritates eyes, respiratory system, and skin. Have a look at the LED.
It's not French, it's Canadian. It says that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. How's that schoolboy French?
Yeah, it's very good. We're impressed, you see. Who knew? Nice to see that education was not wasted.
Well, it cost my parents a fortune.
It did.
An absolute fortune. Look, I tell you now.
What were you doing in that
Lovely.
girls' school those years?
Yeah.
So yes, Brilliant. Actually, it's quite handy for around the household, because when you do look at some of the things it will do, I do believe it could be very good at putting anything together. It's handleable, so it's really, really nice, and everything else like that. I don't know if you can get it in the UK, because it says it's made in Canada, and it's come from Canada. So thank you, Alex, for sending me that one.
That's nice.
It is nice. It's nice to have a play with it. And it's one of those things, over time, I think it'd be one of those things you're thinking, I know, I could use this for that. Because when this stuff dries, it is rock hard.
Is it brittle, or is it quite
No, it's really, really solid. It's like a lump of resin. Yeah, I did have a go. It's trying to snap a small bit, and it doesn't break.
Yeah, super glue, it obviously goes off, but it's quite brittle, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It's got the shock factor, as I call it. It can crack. Yeah, it's only as good as the join it's on normally. Itself, a lump of super glue is like a brick, but whatever it's touching, not good. But yeah, you should have. There you go, look. So yeah, good stuff, eh?
Yeah, so I did that.
Happy days.
Okay. Right, question 15 from Stephen Wright. Hi Phil, Sid and all.
Hello.
What do you say hello?
I did a wave. Yeah? No, I just did a wave.
Wow.
Have a wave.
No question today, but just want to say, Phil, the Sherman build is spot on. My sections on the use of oils and pigments is first rate. Thanks, and keep up Flory very high standard. And have a good show tonight. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Yes, lovely. Glad you enjoyed it. I must admit, it was a learning curve for me, and hopefully to you. Have you not finished that yet?
Yeah, I'm done now. I'm going to glue it all together now.
I say, you're going to whittle the new one in the time he's been doing it. I thought you had one lump. Just whittle the new one out of it.
I'm going to glue it all together now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Do you not glue it and then just sand it? Because when you glue it, obviously, it's just going to...
Yeah.
Good God. It's tricky, on it.
It is.
I'd rather see cans of silicon.
We can arrange it.
Yeah.
It's an orange can.
Right, Richard Creswell. I'm confident that
You get them all.
Creswell.
It's all right with
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's all going on.
Hey guys, no question tonight. Loving the show, sitting down with a beer or two, putting nuts in my Vallejo paints and watching the football on TV and throwing models on my laptop. Loving the show. Is the Batmobile accurate? This put out there. No, he didn't say that. I'm just making that up.
Oh, didn't it?
You can see how to go.
Yeah, it's not that. It's a good rendition.
Why are you buying it?
I'm not buying it. I'm just saying. Well, it's a genuine question. People say, "Is it just like the other one?" And
Yeah.
it's a bit of a hybrid. I think that's what they've done. They've taken various designs from the different versions of it that's out there. So there's like 8 versions.
Got back an old caffeine, yeah?
Yes.
Right, next question's from Simon Webb. I'll just leave it, honestly.
Well, just drive with him.
I like it. It looks nice.
It's mine. I can play.
It looks
I'll
nice.
just be doing jumps with it later. Think about time.
Why have they put that big stamp on the bottom?
Well, that.
Yeah.
Well, so they know it's theirs. So it's got DC Comics and everything on it as well.
Oh. So what if you want to do like a...
What, in flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you'd have to...
You're struggling, yeah.
Send it off.
Not good.
Yeah, Simon Webb. Hi guys, I might not be able to watch the live show tonight as I'm over in Bridlington seeing relatives. Bridlington's a nice part of the world.
I don't think I've been there.
I have.
Have you?
My adopted parents live there.
Oh.
Or used to.
Mm.
Do you know it's near the Royal? As in the hospital? The Royal?
What Royal? Royal Devon and Exeter?
No, the Royal.
Royal
I feel the programme.
Oh, that one.
The one, the programme.
Oh.
I've actually seen the real place.
Oh, very nice.
Shall I finish the question?
Who knows?
Is that alright?
You crack on.
Thanks. Just bought the Airfix 148 Holland Nat today. Can I expect sunken panel lines? Thanks lads, and I hope you're both well. Is that the bad boy
That's
there?
it. That's the one.
That's the chair squeaking, or is it him?
No, I don't know. Could be a mixture of both. So,
Come here.
oh. I have done a review on it.
Have you?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not in a
Yeah, you
box.
did.
Yeah, you can tell because he's put the clear parts just,
It's
It's
all right.
normally someone else's kit, isn't it? It's not mine. You know, crunch.
So yes, I've got a few mismolds in mine, and apparently there are a few around with mismolds, and mine happens to be one of them. But yeah, generally it is all recessed panel lines. They are very nice. They're very sharp. You know, all the details you could want are all okay in this one. Nice, like.
Yeah.
As you a Nat fan?
Well, wasn't my first ever model kit the one I set you a picture of? You said it was a.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah.
And that was a proper shocker.
Yeah. No, they're, you know, I know people have put these together. They seem to go together really, really well.
I saw one the other day. It was abandoned. He'd done it.
Oh,
as
Jamie's one, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
I love that.
So he's done it in those markings, in the sort of, you know, the raspberry ripple.
Yeah, and it's all faded.
Yeah, all faded, and got slime growing on it and all the rest of it.
Oh, it looked brilliant.
Yeah.
Looked really nice.
Nice job on that one. So yes, you can expect recessed panel lining, all the details, generally a very nice kit from what everyone's told me. Seems to go together very well. So that's good. Oh. Haven't you done it yet?
You still whinging for?
Well, we're waiting to see some progress.
It's like 3 parts. How does it take you so long? Wow.
Gotta love me. I'm unique, me. There's only one of me.
Derek Bragg. Hi all. I was spraying Mr. Hobby aluminium and ended up with a powdery residue over it. It seemed okay after buffing with a paintbrush, but ended up with a cloud of metallic powder over the bench. I sprayed it around 15 psi. What did I do wrong? Keep the good work. All the best, Derek. Mr. Hobby, is that the one, the Mr. Metal stuff?
Yeah, I presume you mean it's this stuff, the Mr. Metal ones. To be honest, it's all pre-thinned and everything. I just spray it neat from there, quite a low air pressure. The thing is, you find with that one, more than the others, is you can be a lot closer. So you don't spray it from a distance away because it will go airborne. With this stuff, you can get in there nice and tight and put down the actual coat of it. And it covers very well. It's not something that needs gallons over the top. This one covers really, really well. So you can get in there a lot closer and do just some light, quick passes to make a full cover rather than, you know, your traditional big, heavy coats right the way over. So I'm thinking that may be part of the reason. But the trouble with all metallics, as Sid knows, because he had it happen, they go airborne massive.
It was meant to be that way.
So his Hilux, which was a nice deep blue, turned into metallic blue after he airbrushed in the same room with it on. Which did have it looked great as a metallic now. It worked well. Yeah.
Ideal finish.
So yeah, it's a lovely metallic finish that you never wanted. But as you say, there's these things with modelling, metallic worked.
Or access panels, different colours.
Yes.
Draws the eye.
It does. Yeah.
Worked a treat.
Some of your best mistakes can be some of your best focal points.
Indeed.
Yeah, well, absolutely. So yes.
Question from Jason Smith. Good evening, gents. I have a question for you fine gentlemen.
That can't be me then.
No. During times when you didn't have a proper man cave or modelling area, what did you do to keep the old skills up? I highly enjoy the show and can't wait for tonight's Laugh Fest. Cheers.
Go on then. What did
He's
you do?
in Indiana.
Is he? So go on then. Guess first.
I've only come back to the hobby in the last. Well, when did I join Flowing Models? Wasn't that long? Was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
So I went from a child to sort of just on the kitchen table and.
Actually, it's probably longer than that because we've been in now 4 years in the summer.
Have you?
I know. And you were here when we first started doing the geek mix it. So you've probably been there longer than that.
And I've built what 2 models in that
Yeah,
time.
that's it.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Your second one's looking great.
It's getting. Yeah, I think I've got 3 or 4 models. Yeah, so I've gone from the kitchen table and maybe a new room, a little desk.
Yeah.
Coming back at the hobby, and again to have a desk in the spare room, and it's slowly. It starts off quite small. Cause you buy a kit and you buy a few tools and stuff, and it just
that's right. You
grows and morphs and which she encourages. To be fair, yeah, that was it.
Fantastic. Steve?
Well, obviously, as a kid, it was kitchen table. When I started as an adult, at his old house, I used the kitchen table. Where I am now, I just used the office desk, and then extended the loft space, and now I've got my proper cave area.
Mm.
I was deprived. I'd never done that as a kid.
No, that's right. You were not allowed sharp tools.
No.
Funnily enough.
I started. How did I start? On the dining room table.
Mm-hmm.
Then progressed that to the shed. And then up to move in where I am now.
Mm-hmm. Me, I think.
Under the stairs in the little cupboard.
Yeah, like Harry Potter. I was.
Okay. Was a child.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. As a kid, I don't remember actually where I used to do it. I think it was kitchen table.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure I had a tray, this metal tray, one of my mum's old tray, and that was it. So I used to put it out of the way and get it down. Newspaper everywhere.
Yeah. Newspaper.
Have you got news? Yeah, of course I have. Shit.
Yeah.
Of course I have.
It was a big tubes of glue.
Yeah.
You know, and you sort of
Yeah.
squeeze it.
Well, it won't come out.
It's going up.
Yeah, that's it. Those
Yeah.
are the days.
You try and put a pin in the end of
Happy
it.
days, yeah.
Yeah.
Going in there with a pin, trying to keep it to flow. I went from that, so I had a break for a while, and then came back to my hobby, and I had a computer desk, and I used to do it on that. And again, it was on like a tray type thing. I used to move it out of the way, get the keyboard out, and then the keyboard, push it back, and put it down on front.
Yeah.
And then just over time, went from their room. Then I had a table, a desk in the bedroom, the passion room, and then it was like that in there. So that worked well. Fumes.
The passion room.
Bit of airbrushing going in there, see, with the ex. And so yeah, she was always a fan of that one. And then, as I say, I managed to get a spare room. And it was a case of, right, went from the spare room to, moved out, big room, new place, and then just say sort of snowball from there until we ended up in here.
I don't think I've ever left the hobby. I've always enjoyed it. But I think, like I say, 4 years ago, I went online and just sort of looking around, and I came across some few shocking videos of other people. I thought, and I came across one of yours, and it just seemed to make sense and joined, and that's how I kept it alive, sort of whet your appetite, and sort of watching you sort of do builds. I said before, it was the mesh smith.
Yeah.
And you've done that one. Like you said, the kit itself's not a lot of money. And went out, bought a few bits and pieces, and made it, and just followed.
Yeah.
The videos, and that's how I got sort of back into it. But it was another things like reading magazines. You go into places and they didn't really exist before.
No.
Well, not I've sort of ever seen them. I used to buy magazines, and that's how I kept it alive, and sort of tips and stuff. Oh yeah, it's always been there, but you just haven't always been able to do it for space and what have you.
Good question.
A good one. Malcolm Rose again. You're being ripped off for those eyelash brushes too. It's a couple of thousand for a fiver from Chairman Mao.
Yeah, no, people say about that. Actually, yeah, you get caught on postage. We had 100 for £2.50 free delivery from China.
Really?
Because he ordered 100, I ordered 100, and then we just did a 50-50 split with them to make them up. Because there is others on there that I've seen, it's like 500, but then you get postage. So they catch you on the postage. So just be a bit careful as you do that one. But other ones, as you say, Mr. Chairman Mao was very good for all of those ones. He's got some right bargains for these, like pipettes. There's another good one. 1,000 pipettes for like a fiver.
Really?
Yeah, really cheap. So again, free shipping. How do they do this free shipping? Well, that's what I want to know. Mel buys some stuff and it's like 49p free shipping from China. How do they get it here for 49p and make a profit on whatever the item is?
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, it's like never mind.
Are you reading instructions here?
Yeah, are you actually?
Well, there's 4 parts.
Don't forget to put the pilot in. Have you painted him yet? Has he got one pilot or two?
You keep on walking.
Have you seen the glasswork for it? Show him the cockpit thing. Think about how that's moulded.
Oh, that's quite impressive, isn't it?
Clever, innit? Comes to something with the casting block's more impressive than the part.
Yeah. But how? You managed to scratch the glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the way back.
Yeah, scratch the glass. What we want to do is like some sort of like polishing tutorial.
Yeah.
Can you get that out, can you? Using Floyd products?
I mean, you could do by using the very well known Floyd polisher.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
How does that work?
FMS, don't know what they are these days, 002. Yes.
And this will take care of
That will
this-
take care of
this
any
common-
scratches or
common modelling
imperfections.
problem.
Yes, that's it.
Wow.
With a
Well, it needs to be green and white.
yeah, these fall apart and they were rubbish.
I've bought a load of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it?
That's nice, isn't it?
Well, you bought a load, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the trouble is you can't use them wet. That's why we stopped doing them because they used to. I know it sounds stupid, but I used to hate
You
them.
sold me a box full.
Not a box full.
It was a box full.
We haven't done
I'll
it for
do you the
years.
deal. Have these, old friend.
We had.
But apparently they're not.
The thing is, when you use them wet, they just disintegrate, fall apart. So
Yeah.
those ones,
Blame Mel's department, man.
embedded into the actual fibre itself, of the cloth.
Wow, this is not so easy to use.
That is, with no problem at all. You just polished off his detail now.
So I'm going to paint it.
Did you hear a squeak? Did you hear that?
I can hear a squeak.
That's what you want.
That's it.
That's
Listen
not
to
the
the
chair.
squeak.
You know then.
You know
when
when
you.
you're there.
Wow, look at that.
See,
That's,
crystal clear.
I won't go that far. And just bear in mind, I'm not really doing it for real.
Oh, you know.
I'm not spending the time and dedication that you're also spending on those 5 parts of plastic.
And they still look shit.
Look,
Look, you've been going on this now, best part of 2 hours. How far have you got? Show the boys and girls at home. It's got the fuselage halves together,
What's together now?
the tail and the top. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting progress. Are you going to have the rotors in the up position or forward?
I'm deciding, what do you reckon?
45 degrees covers both bases.
Yeah?
Just saying.
We'll do that with them.
guess who's next?
Mr. Buller.
John Buller.
Yay! What a guess.
And Greenlight's on.
Oh, is it?
He's there.
He's there.
Yeah,
He's there watching.
he's sent me a text, so yeah,
Is it?
he's
Oh, right.
definitely watching.
He is definitely on, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he said your vocabulary reading skills is very good.
What? Is
All of ours.
Ours? What about that?
It's the names. That's what's thrown us.
Yeah.
But apparently John watches it naked.
Does he?
Yeah.
I thought you got told off about that.
Well, with Lynn giving him massage.
Hold on, here we go.
Oh.
That's too much info. Oh, he's never going to.
That's a good line, isn't it? But he's there now, outside that screen.
Yeah.
He's sat there naked.
Is he?
With beer in his hand. Watching us.
Like Simpson.
Yeah, that's no.
Evening, guys. How are you doing? No questions tonight, though I've noticed Adam is remarkably like a girl who was seen in Plymouth a couple of Saturdays ago. I think her name was Helga. Rumours are that the Vice Squad had several complaints about her. Have had several complaints about her.
Yeah. Yeah. And did you pay them blokes the money back? Because they wanted a refund.
To be fair, in drag, I think I'm pretty essence.
Yeah.
You pulled it off.
Yeah. I've got lovely legs.
I was really looking forward to the dance off that you were going to do though with the gentleman with the nice dog collar on.
See, I was taking a piss. I was.
Too late, you said
Too
it.
late, yeah, a bit late.
I was saying to him, and I thought he was dressed up as a woman. I think he's one of those goths that just wear like neck collars and tight tops and like long dark coats. And I thought he was there dressed as a bird, but he wasn't. I think that was his going out gear. Because, to be fair, it's like the pub that I drink is quite bohemian.
You only looked 18.
Well, yeah. I mean, originally I thought I was old. Happy days. But yeah, that was an interesting night.
So did Alex.
To be fair, he is a Marine. And he would mount anything. He really.
Alex
wasn't mounting much on Saturday morning.
Well, that's because he was hungover.
Alex wanted to go and have this dance off with him.
Oh.
But no, yeah, Alex. Alex was very, very.
He was a bit fragile on Saturday.
Well, he's just glassy-eyed and wasn't talking much. But it's amazing. We went back and I gave him a pint of cider, and it was just like some elixir.
Yeah.
Ding! And he just came alive.
You could
First
say.
pub, I thought, right, I'll go for like a session ale. I'll go for like a 5%, and I'll stay with that. Happy days. Alex gets a pint of scrumpy, like 7.5%.
Yeah.
Next about 4 of them, and he's just, and off he goes, and he outdrank the lot of us. End of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning. Right, I'm done, going home. And he went out, cracked on his own, till about 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's like he disappeared at one point, didn't he? Yeah. He disappeared as you were going into Wetherspoons.
Yeah, and off he went out on the lash on his own.
Yeah, because one of them went to go look for him and couldn't find him.
Yeah, he does that. And as long as it's all relevant.
Well, this is it. As long as it's all part of, you know.
Indeed.
It's all part of 4 models.
Yeah.
Skin.
Yeah, very good.
Well, Patrick Stitters. Yeah, I'll go with that. Hi, fellow companions. Were you serious when you said your Tumblr was covered in Flash? I built it as well, and not one bit of Flash anyway.
Yeah, no, sorry, seriously, mine was a flashy kit.
It was. I can vouch for it.
Some of the outer panely bits, I had to sand them to give angles because it was literally just all over the place. Not nice at all. I'd say when you see the video build, obviously it's a full video build with this one. I'd show it on the camera, and I talk about having to tidy them up to angle them up. Don't get me wrong, it didn't take much. It's not like that Panda thing. That really is a flashy kit, but it was just that the way that I don't know, the mold wasn't as crisp as I think it could be. Maybe because it's just an old one, you know, or the molder was having a bad day. It was like, yeah, I'll kick it out, get the run up. But yeah, definitely from the internals were no problem. Just that, especially like the little veiny bits up here and the activators and that, they were a little bit flashy. So I gave them all a bit of a clean up.
You knew it was going to you, so you thought that's what Phil can cope with it.
Yeah, it'll be right. No problem at all. So yes, but apart from that, I must admit, it's a lovely kit. Go together quite well. You know, just a couple of little fit issues like these front, the way the front gear goes into those locating big squares, which are great because they're nice, solid, going to hold the front end onto the main body, but they don't fit. You know, the peg's too big for the hole. So it's a case of, right, you have to sand. Oh, well, I just went around and make all the holes bigger and all the side panels, the way it all bolts in, all the holes, without exception to any of them, were too small. So I literally just opened everything up, made it all bigger, and then it all fit fine. Yeah, I think that's a bit uncalled for.
5-2.
I don't swear.
Close. Right, Neil's been back on.
Yay!
He's cleared up the old pronunciation of his surname.
Yeah.
So do you want to say it right? He's
not Smalley. It's pronounced Smalley.
Yeah, so Smalley.
So it's Smalley, not Small E.
Yeah. How's that work?
I don't know. We're brilliant. We're now more confused than we started.
So Neil, sorry, fella, we're not picking on you, but you know, but PS is pronounced, and you've written small -ee, not small -e. So I'm thinking, is it
small air? It's not small air. It's small E.
Small E.
Yeah.
Can you drop us another?
Yeah. Can we have another clarification?
Email. Sorry,
Yeah.
because I obviously want to, do the guy justice. He's taking part.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to pronounce it wrong.
Like I do.
Yeah.
No one notices, to be fair.
No.
The Sid word.
The message read. Have any of you read Stephen Bunyan's Most Dangerous Enemy? I got it the other day, and it is by far the best book on the Battle of Britain I've read. It's not a dry textbook and reads really well. For example, Goering's young eagles little suspected that they were about to impale themselves on the most fearsome air defense system in the world. Yeah. Is Foreign Models planning on going to any other model shows this year other than Telford? Also, how do you go about putting, this is a very good question. How do you go about putting raised rivets back in again? Is there a product? Oh yeah, PS is pronounced Small.
As for model shows, not too sure at this point because obviously we've only got a month coming up for a month now, and then we're away for a month. So that's June, and then I know it sounds terrible. Then we're away for another week when we're back for 2 weeks.
What am I going to do?
I know, that's it. So we're actually away for just over 4 weeks in a bit, and then we've sort of got to come back and get on with it again. So I'm not too sure what shows we'll be doing throughout the rest of the summer, but we would like to try and throw a few in if we can.
So I'll represent you.
Yes. What could go wrong?
Exactly.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to have a word with the sales team because obviously they bankroll this quite frankly now, and all the rest of it. So we'll sort something out.
Ian has been back in touch as well. Lads, meaning me.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's spelled S-M-Y-T-H. I thought Smith could be Smythe, but as he's pointed out, we pronounce it Smith, as there is no E on the end. So schoolboy error. My apologies.
Do apologise.
Sorry.
We're trying to posh you up.
So Seabound.
Who?
Seabound. What a crazy name.
Who's called that?
Well, it's pronounced Siobhan.
Oh.
But it reads Seabound. Oh, happy days.
God, why? Why? Yeah.
Witcher.
Witcher.
Yeah. You want to go for his surname? Groton Hughes?
Yeah.
Or Groton? No, it's not Groton. There's no on that, is it? So it's
Right. Just go with Witcher.
Yeah, let's go Witcher. Hi, Witcher. Witcher's on. Green light.
Hey.
Well, hey,
You say hello, sit there. You just going to sit there.
I'm saying hello.
Oh, talk to the camera.
Hello.
Take time.
I keep on looking over there. It's not. It's there.
Yeah, I know. It's weird because we've got multiple cameras running now, so it's like throwing us all. Poor old Steve sat there. We're going to get some
I
questions.
know.
for Steve.
He's asleep. Bless him.
Was he?
Yes.
I probably looked through all photos.
Happy days.
Oh, it's all the name of art. It's a hobby. Of course it is. Right. So, Witcher. Moving swiftly on. Good evening. I hate to be the Dutch guy. See, educated. He's in Dutchland.
Yeah.
Dutchland. There's no Dutchland. No. We must point out that the RAF F4Js flew with 74 Squadron in the early 90s. Cheers, Witcher. Isn't that a cool name?
Almost
Yeah.
as good as yours.
I like that.
Yeah, the F4Js. I don't know. There's something I remember. We bought the F4Js as a stopgap replacement for some reason, and I'm sure
Falklands?
it was for the Falklands because we didn't have enough to cover the Falklands.
Or enough guns. we probably bought the M16s as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The terrible M16s. I'm not going down that route. Don't do it. Don't get me started. I'll replay the video. Shows the man. He's holding an M16.
All right, play it.
But I can't exactly from here because I might cut us off because it's on YouTube.
I'm pretty sure that
There we
I'm just
go.
saying, the cabinet had a man. He's all in Argentinian soldiers holding an M16. That's what the display said.
Can you bring up your phone?
Steve, can you pop back down the Royal Armouries? So yes.
Yeah, so Groton Hughes. It's shocking, isn't it?
We are terrible.
It is terrible. I
It's an English thing. We do murder
bother.
everybody's names.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
I mean,
not-
you get Europeans,
It's not
they
really
will can
particular,
pronounce
yeah.
everybody's name, no problem at all.
Yeah.
England, we are so fixed in our own ways. If you're
Yeah.
not called Brown or Smith,
That's it.
I don't know. You just got Smith.
yeah, we've just got another Smith wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually got that wrong.
That's bad.
You know, then that's it. We're
More than
hopeless.
2 syllables. Are they crazy?
That's it. Why would they do such a thing?
That's what John put.
Yeah. So yeah, it is shocking. Britain, we are terrible. It's a bit like thinking we go on holiday, isn't it? Well, why don't we speak English? Yeah.
Ah.
You know, that's terrible.
But I always make a point of trying to learn at least,
Yeah.
you know,
Uno beer, please. Por favor. That's about it.
or good evening, or nice day, and it makes a difference.
I must admit, I do try, and it's always embarrassing when you're like, right, okay, up at the bar. Can I have? And you go through it, and they turn around and go, yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
Well, you made me murder that for like 5 minutes to get this out.
Or
and you speak good
an
English.
exchange student.
Yeah, that's it.
Or you're that bad at speaking their language, they butt in.
Yeah.
It's alright to speak English.
Yeah.
No,
that's it. Let me
I'll
try.
give it a go.
Yeah.
No, honestly, please, it's making my ears bleed.
Please stop. I can't take any more. Please, no more, sir.
I'm not fixating on Witcher.
Right.
Not at all, but this is only his second post.
Is it? Yeah. How long's he been with us? Got the date next.
Was been with us for what? I don't know, almost 16, 8, 14.
9 months or so.
Which brings us on to Krista Rodland. I'm going to call. Are we good with that?
Yeah. Sounds good.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right with that?
Don't make that sound continental.
Yeah.
Krista Rodland. Yeah. Good. Hello everyone. A great show as always.
Hello.
Tuesday afternoons are now the highlight of the week. One question about canopies. If you want to colour it, for an example, yellow, like a Grumman EA6B, Prowler, to be fair, I was thinking about the same.
Yeah. It's not Grumman, it's Grumman.
Grumman.
Yeah.
Oh, of course it is, yeah. Grumman.
What's wrong about murdering names? Yeah.
I couldn't get all self-conscious.
That's it now. Gotta be thesaurus out.
Yeah. How do you do that?
To be honest,
I have a fishy question.
Oh, sorry.
Just saying. Yeah. Now, if you're going to pull me apart,
No.
have anyone tried? Has anyone tried?
Right.
This is where it falls down, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Has anyone tried decal film, like the ones you can put on car windows? I never thought of that.
Yeah, all right.
Or a helmet visor.
Mhm.
Have a nice evening. Cheers.
Would it be too thick to bend on a curve of that, like in a canopy? How would
It is
you
quite
get
thick, isn't it?
It's quite thick, that stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But I've used, that I've put it on windows before, but the silver one-sided stuff.
Yeah.
That's quite thin, but
Mhm.
I think get to conform over that.
Yeah,
that's going to be
a bit of a nightmare. For tinting canopies, to be honest, I'm a great fan of the Tamiya clears. And I'll knock up a sort of 50-50 mix of it and then put that on. Airbrush it onto it. A nice wet coat. Get it to dry and then dip it in a clear to lock it in and do it that way. That's tend to be how I do all my sort of canopies. But the trouble with it is trying to make that sort of custom mix, because especially for things like, as you say, like the A6s and the Prowlers, they have that funny tint, which can be a bit sort of hard to sort of recreate and get it right. So, Steve, how would you do yours?
I tend to use the Tamiya clear ones, different ones, and I always thin it with clear.
Yeah.
Apply it that way.
Thinning with clear. I
Yeah.
must admit, I've never tried that. I know lots of people do. So they say, that's it then, it's done. One pass. Because I tend to sort of like dip it. Yeah. So you dip it, Steve, or spray
You
it.
can dip it, yeah, or brush it on, airbrush it on. You've loads of different ways that you can apply it.
So yeah, have you ever tried food colouring?
No, I've got a lot of food colouring to try, but I've never had.
That's the only thing. I've never tried it, but people say about clear with food colouring in it, or like a clear gloss with food colouring in it, and use that as the tint.
Isn't food colouring designed to degrade?
But then if it's locked into something,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll go anywhere. My only trouble is with all the dipping and things like that is the yellowing of the canopy over time.
Right.
That's why I like to use a proper gloss rather than Future, because Future by its nature will yellow over time because it will get that sort of waxy effect it goes. Whereas obviously you get the proper non-yellowing glosses, which say they non-yellow. I don't know if they actually don't, but that's the thing with it. So, but then if you wanted a tinted canopy, you wouldn't notice.
No, sure.
Happy days. So if you wait 30 years for it to yellow, it'd be perfect. Look at that, everyone. Dun dun dun.
It's worth the wait, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't want that.
You don't glue them on, so you can have close them going, can't you?
Yeah.
You can have movable.
I can
See? Does it only have one person in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. See? Who knew?
Right, question from Paul Selwood.
Mhm.
Hello, fellow pro modelers. When is Adam going to post his amazing models on the forum?
Was it a model?
Right, to be fair, I have never said they were amazing.
Yeah, but now they've seen it, there's no getting out of it.
To be fair, I do it for fun. If you enjoy it, then that's the main thing. So don't build it up. It's just a model by an amateur. But I will, now I've got the grips of Photo Bucket, I will get some up.
You should, because it actually is being very modest. It's actually very good, and that's a cracking bit of faded paintwork, weathered paintwork, if ever I've seen it. It looks very nice.
It's blooming awesome.
It is. It is really, really good job. And considering it is your first play with oils and all those things,
And your first kit.
No,
I've had that for a while.
Is that the same Stug as that is part of your Cylon Raider? Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's the same kit.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be the same kit.
Yeah.
So
Is it about the same sort of date, isn't it? 70s bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
So it could be the same
Could be
kit.
parts on it,
There
yeah.
could be parts off of that. That'd be quite interesting. Yeah, well, side by side. Look, some of that's in there. That'd be different.
And other part of the question, and could you use that mouldable plastic on your face to make some mold spill? Have a great show.
On your face?
On your face, that's what it said.
Bearing in mind this stuff's quite warm, isn't it? Because it comes out of boiling water. I think, like, sticking it in one's eyeballs to take a mould might be a bit,
That'd be quite amusing.
I don't know. I don't know how cold this is.
We've got to think about this.
Yeah.
That's a massive no. It's dangerous, kids.
So we'll give it a whirl. We get the stuff in on the next show. So the next time you're up, I'm going to have a bowl of it in here, with a pontoon set under
strapped
it.
down.
Yeah, Sid's strapped down with his head like this, and we're going to find out live on air.
Instead of bobbing for apples.
Yeah, that's it. Stick your head in here and take a mould.
Right. Is this genuinely? Is this like a bite? Have you paid people?
I haven't done anything. Go on. I haven't seen the forum at all.
Is it Haken or Haken? I'm thinking Haken's probably.
Bacon?
Haken. Haken.
That's it now. They're all just
Hammerling. Hammerling.
Because you've set yourself up to do all their names.
Well, because it's the personal touch, isn't it? Someone takes a bit of time out of their day to get involved. The least you can do is read out the name.
Yeah.
And a full question.
But we're all friends here. Haken.
That sounds like
a proper name.
a Norse
Proper
name.
Viking name that is. Yeah.
Yeah. And bear in mind, I am of Viking descent. Well, with runs.
Yeah, I was going to say. When they have that thing, we're like, not allowed to interbreed them. So are you full Norwegian blood and all of that?
Yeah.
Or have you got like his got, which is a bit of everything?
When you're pure, yeah?
No.
He's mid-war.
I'm Wales.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Because in Wales, not Wales.
Oh, right.
Like with Mel, because of her accent. Have I told you this story? For years, she's telling me about her friend, right, who's from Wales. And I thought, well, what's that? Hour from here? Come on, we'll pop up and see her. Oh, no, it's too far to go and all the rest of it. Then we said, after we've been together 7 or 8 months, she says, we're going to go and see him. I said, that's great for the weekend. Get in the car, and it's like, but it's Wales. As in, across the water. Well, I thought it's like Wales. She's like, no, Wales. I'm like, you mean Wales? As in the country bit, Yeah, I thought you meant Wales, as in next to, Glastonbury. So, yeah, different place. Never mind.
Alright, should we read his question?
Go on then.
Go on then, you read the questions.
Goes on, mate.
He does, doesn't he?
Sorry.
He goes off in his little house.
Me.
Anybody think it's flooring models?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Don't know if this has been answered before. I was wondering about stripping chrome off plastic. What is the easiest, best way to do it? Got a couple of car models where I can't get the engine to stay in one piece.
Steve? Steve's the expert on this.
Yeah, safest way is to soak the parts in Coca-Cola overnight. But the quickest way, get some household bleach, soak them in that for about 15 minutes and it'll remove it. Or you could use oven cleaner.
Yeah, perfect.
Why are you chuckling?
And Sid then drinks the Coke afterwards.
Yeah.
We go teeth like Jaws.
Yeah.
Waste not more.
I've used that, the old oven cleaner.
Oh, personal power spray.
Well, the
Oh,
fairy, but it's the
or the
smelly one.
Mr. Muscle oven jobby, which is like strips the throat.
No, the fairy one. It's non. What's the word? It's not too aggressive. So yeah, that goes on. You literally just spray it on, and you work it, with a toothbrush, and it comes off straight away. It's good stuff.
Strange story. When I had the valeting company going off on a rant, a guy phoned me up and said, "Oh,
Again.
I need to get the sign writing off the side of my van." And he goes, "I've had a go at it with a bit of, Mr. Muscle oven cleaner, because that takes off obviously sign writing, no problem. But he said, I think I've ruined it a bit. Can I come in and perhaps you can buff it out?" So it's like, "Yeah, all right, bring it down." So this guy turns up. It's this almost new Transit. So it's like, "Oh, looks quite good. Head on." It's still got a sign writing on the bonnet. Look at the side. Somebody had gone in with a paint scraper and literally trying to get it off where it's softened it and torn through the side.
No.
I don't think we're going to be able to buff that out. And he's like, "I thought you might just be able to blend it in." So, mate, but they had actually fairy power sprayed the entire thing and then used just a paint scraper and obviously gone through the paint, down the primer and into melt to try and get it off.
Wow.
So it's like, "No, I'm sorry, I think I'll give you a couple of numbers of resprays."
Yeah.
Body shops to do that.
Expensive.
Yeah, so don't try that one at home, kids.
Dave Barrett. Hi all.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Sydney. Looks like Ray Mears whittling away at the plastic.
Yeah.
Is there any left of the model?
No. It's not as bad. The last time he did it, though, he had his bloody surgical scalpels. Yeah, the ones they use in operations, because he gets them all, knocked off from work. There's still blood on the end, apparently. And he's there, and he's like, Jesus, like watching just car crash TV. He's like, I'm physically cringing as we're doing a live show.
Yourself.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I don't trust myself with those types of even lethal implements. But he's there, we just do a bit of like, Jesus Christ, just waiting for him to cut himself open.
I was actually complimented while I was at work once.
No question from.
When I was dealing with a patient,
No question.
and they said that I had very steady hands.
We would say that if you've got hold of him. I'll tell you anything as well, quite frankly, that situation. Yeah, you're a lovely guy. Just stitching me up and something. Got a scalpel in your hand.
Okay, next question. Still from Dave.
Still from Dave. Have you seen
Well,
3D pens that are advertised on Facebook? Have you seen those?
Yeah, they're like a hot glue gun.
And you sort of go up and
yeah.
Thinking these would be great for harnesses and pipes. What do you think? Pipes would be good.
It's pipe work, yeah. You can do pipe work. I don't know about harnesses. You need to be a bit flat when they go round by its nature as it's coming off the gun. Don't know. I've never tried that. But yeah, you could do pipe work, I suppose. A bit of a blob, then pull it along. Just depends keeping it quite equal, isn't it? I thought it was quite impressive in the advert, isn't it, on the telly, and you see him, he's doing like a, Eiffel tap. Going around like that.
I've got a clue what you're talking about.
Well, it's like a glue gun.
Yeah.
But instead of it being like glue coming out, it's like plastic. And it dries as soon as it comes out. So you
He's
can actually
picking
go
on me.
one to the other. Over. Yeah, play nicely, boys. So yeah, Steve, have you ever thought of something like that?
No, I think it could, especially for scale modelling, look a bit scruffy.
Yeah, my only point
I
to
don't
it,
think it'd been tidy enough, yeah.
Yeah, it goes quite wide, and then as you pull it along, it goes thin, doesn't it? It's not like a positive constant, is it? Thickness.
Constant floor.
But yeah, I don't know. I can understand perhaps if you're doing wiring, but again, if you're going to do one to the other, you can have two thicker ends, I think, just to do it around. And I don't know if you'd get in that finer detail of like in a weapons bay or an electronics bay to get in there to put it in. I think it's just easier to drill a load of holes and pre-thread it and use a little bit of lead wire or something else in there. But they do look fun. Yeah, we could do that one. We get one of them. Some of this mouldy stuff. You'll look like the mummy by the end of it. By the time it gaffer tapes into the side of it, it'll be all right. So yes, is Phil doing the blindfolded airbrush strip down?
Oh yeah, that's the point. You didn't do that, did you?
Shall we go?
That's too late now.
I can do it now. Right? Yeah. Right.
I forgot about that.
That's clean. Well, a clean one.
Who said that?
Do you want to move old money?
Yeah.
Who said that?
What?
Who said that on your about the blindfold thingy?
Is the next
How are you
question?
going to blindfold you?
Yeah, I need a bomb. I'll tell you what I've got over there, somewhere. Now, where have I done with that beanie at?
Look at my trousers.
No, I'm not putting your trousers around my head.
Oh,
Just
listen.
use masking tape. Wrap
Yeah,
it up.
that's it, right? Come here, Phil.
Bit of super glue on eyelids.
Hold on, there's my beanie at. You can pull that down and put that on top if you want. Right.
He's beating up. Bloody hell.
Right. Okay. Happy Christmas, kids.
You can see through that.
Yeah, I kind of bet.
That's what
I
you
couldn't
put
see a
in.
freaking part though. Oh, come here. Yeah, happy days.
No, this is good. This works.
Right.
This is life.
Yeah.
This is good.
Okay.
Put your sunglasses and he'll look like the phone jacker.
Sit still. Sit still.
Right, honestly, I can't see a thing.
Can't see a thing.
Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. So we're going to time this.
No, we just want to see if you can do it.
Right, who asked the question first?
Oh, well, you read it. Oh, it's Martin Whittle.
Right, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't trust any of you. Right, okay, here we go. Hold on, I'll try and get this thing all apart.
Is that one that's got the paint in there?
Yeah, did I?
Oh,
look.
cheating.
What?
Do it all the way around.
How can I be cheating? I can't see anything.
You've seen it here first.
I tell you what, putting it back together again is going to be awesome, isn't it?
It is actually what nicked the parts.
He takes them off you.
Right, okay, hang on. Right, we all agreed that's a part?
Hold on. It's just the same stigma.
Look, kids. Are we apart?
Yeah, we're apart.
Right, okay. Look, why can't I find half the parts?
They're right there in front of you.
Hang on, because your tapes come off again.
Oh, it's still right there.
Hold on, can somebody move the tape? Sorry.
Got that one?
I know you buggers are up to something.
I'm just watching you.
Yeah, I know he's behind me though, that's the freaking worry.
You're doing a real good job there.
Is it sounded over there?
Looks like it, doesn't
I knew I should have moved all the pens. I'll tell you what, this is most off-putting having you stood there.
Good job we're not timing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit off-putting with him stood behind.
I'm honest, you.
Yeah.
Who needs Top Gear?
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's all right here first.
Normal out. The freaking hell's the normal. What has he done? Nothing. What have you done? If I've got something all over my airbrush, you're going to be dead. You little bugger. That was going so well. Oh, lovely.
Oh, trust me to do that.
Oh, great. Oil's now, be bloody airbrush.
It's not on your airbrush. I got to there.
That was going so well. I was just getting cracking on.
I was waiting for you. Just
Oh, caked in it now. Bloody stuff. Right, oil's at the best of times. Oh, we've all got a load down road down.
why
now.
would you allow yourself to get blindfolded today?
Especially if you lot.
You in the right mind.
Yeah.
To be fair, this is quite rare.
Bloody oils everywhere.
So what did you think of that then, Steve? Did he pass?
No, failed.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would have passed brilliantly if I had.
Same time next week, Phil. We expect you to practice.
There's that thing of right there, I'm drawing all over what I'm wearing. Or the buggers are going to do something. Oh, see that? I knew I should have hidden all the sharp toys and everything. So anyway,
It was just the way you were putting your hands absolutely everywhere. You still couldn't feel it.
How could you not feel it?
I couldn't. That was the point. It's only when I went for the needle. What are you using? X28? What, on oils?
No, it's your actual
right.
your needle's a bit mean. I'm not trying to clean it up.
Right, Sid, read the next question. Keep it moving along.
Right, next
We're
question.
down to 80 viewers as it is.
Peter Field. Be careful what you try to mould, it burns.
Yeah, see? To Sid's face, might be a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know, after tonight, you probably think that might be a bonus.
So yeah, we'll be definitely doing that. Little bugger.
Actually, you've worn through the chrome on that.
What, inside? Yeah, I know. But don't forget, it's quite an old one. That one's like, well, I don't know, long old. Yeah, that's over 10 years old, whatever.
Next.
Right, so picture to bring up.
In a picture.
Hold on. I'm covered in brown goo. I've got chocolate fingers. Right, hold on. Right, picture. Hold on. Oh, crikey, we're well out of position here. What page are we even on?
I'm on page 3.
Page 3.
I can't see around the corner. Where's page 3?
You've not refreshed it.
Oh God, everything's out of place. Hold on, kids. See any trouble with that speaker? I can't see around the corner. Right, okay, page 3.
Yep, you're there. What
Okay.
post?
There we are, that's one.
Oh, that's the one.
Right.
Right, hi guys, just thought I'd share this in case people missed my thread. I'm having issues lately with the microscale bottles, so I'm forever knocking them over and losing the contents. I have sometimes been using the 4 email Tamiya masking tape as a holder, but I don't always remember. And I was at a railway show in London with my dad on Sunday. We came across this for £1. Simple but genius. It will certainly save me knocking the bottles over. It also fits lots of other bottles too, including Alclads and Tamiya size pots. That's from Adam.
Yeah,
that's
ideal.
Good.
Yeah.
Must have been.
Good job.
I got again from work.
Is that £1, is it?
Just pound.
I got
Just a pound.
a suture set. And in the suture set, you get like a little tray, plastic tray, that you put your bits in. You got 3 parts to it. You got 2 small bits, 1 big bit.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 small bits, I sit my bottles in.
Yeah.
And the big bit,
You all got.
and the big bit, I put obviously the water in for my decals. So that's quite handy as well.
Very good.
But yeah, no, that's quite good. It's that sort of thing you can do yourself as well. That.
I've been playing with the Easter Bunny.
Can I put this in the bin, Phil?
Yeah. It's a room. Yes.
So that's a great bit of kit, that.
Yes, nice
It
bit
is,
of kit, that.
definitely.
Does anyone know the difference, same person, does anyone know the difference between Alclad's clear, matte and flat coats?
clear, flat, and matte coat.
Yeah, does anyone know the difference between alclads, clear, matte, and flat coats?
No. Steve, do you know the difference? I know he's looking. He's obviously got them all.
No, I haven't got all of them.
Was it?
I think the clear's the lacquer-based varnish,
Yeah.
and I think the others might be the acrylic ones. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I've got them. I've got clear coat gloss, and I've got the aqua gloss. I haven't got their matte range actually because I can't see the point in it. But so yeah, I can't really answer on that one because I haven't got them unfortunately.
Next one.
So yes.
Ever post.
Oh, good.
Oh, hello, whoever you are.
I was going to give you a chance to say it.
Come on, let's
Kenneth.
get excited
It's
now.
Kenneth.
Hello, Kenneth. Was it Ken?
Well, I mean, do you know the guy?
I know it depends what he's written at the bottom.
Well, no, he doesn't. He's just put
Oh, okay.
So we'll just call him Kenneth.
We'll call him Kenneth until we know different.
Yeah, if he says you can call him Ken, then
We'll call him Kenneth if he says we can.
fabulous. Phil,
Yes.
you've got to be more familiar.
Yeah.
Great show as always. Quick question. I'm in the middle of doing the 172nd Concorde. This has a lot of filler, etc. There is a light going through the fuselage that I need to prime it. What colour would you prime with? And would you use something like Halford's white, not the car stuff?
Yeah, when you're doing the big stuff, sometimes it's easier to go with a car primer.
Do you not get no problems?
Oh, that's right, it's just a bit around there. What it was, I had a bit on, there was a bit in the needle, it travelled down inside. So I just flushed it out. It was all good.
I cleaned it, I put it back in.
Well, there was a bit down. No.
Oh, it fell.
Yeah, as I say, car primers and things like that are great for the aircraft stuff, especially the big stuff, because sometimes you might want to pop down a couple of coats just to really build it up to give that sort of nice, thick, decent white look to the actual paintwork. You know, it can just be cheaper. Quite frankly, if you're going to be doing it with, like, you know, the way I do it, bottles of X19, you need quite a few to do that. And then the same with the white as well. Sometimes it's just easier to go down there with a domestic white. I used to use fridge white.
Really?
I know, you know, but when I used to do commission work for airliners and stuff, if you need a block white in there, I used to use it. It was called appliance fridge white, and that was it. And it was hard as nails, that paint. But yeah, Halford's domestic appliance white tools.
I've been using the Tamiya spray the primers, don't they? Surface, fire surface. I've used the white and the grey, and it just goes down lovely.
Yeah.
But it comes out a fair rate of knots.
That's the trouble. You can easily flood and go over the top with it all.
But it's forgiving.
Yeah.
I did that with Rattle Camp. Also the base and the air was.
Yeah. It dries back very well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's the difference. But sometimes if you look like you flooded it and it's all over the place, and then next thing you know, it dries and it's all gone back and you can see all the details and, you know, screwed it up and flooded it totally. So, happy days. So yeah, that would be my way of doing it. Steve, would you do any other difference?
No, I'd probably go for something, if we're doing something large, an aerosol. Go down that way. I'm using, but Tamiya do a good primer in a tin, and I used to be a big fan of Citadel aerosols like their Skull White and Chaos Black, which probably changed names now, but they were very forgiving as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Happy days.
But it is the thing, when you're doing big stuff and there's loads of I give it a couple of coats of primer so we don't get any burn through.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
We like that one.
do light coats, don't get too heavy with it, because as soon as you start to get runs, usually with the biggest trouble we're saying with rattle cans is if you flood it, you get runs. And you're okay if you're on something flat, but with an aircraft, it's always going to go somewhere. It's going to wrap itself around you. Before you know it, you're either going to have them at the nose if you're hanging it down, or it's going to come underneath. So if you do lots of light coats and build it up rather than putting in heavy ones. So for the first couple especially, if you're going to go over a grey as your primer, just lightly build it up, take its time, let them dry in between coats, and then go for it like that. And the other thing as well, before you then start coming in with other colours, because perhaps with the Concorde you can actually put the blue stripes in yourself if you're doing the older schemes and things, or decking, make sure all of those coats of paint are completely dry so we don't get what we've spoken about before, where you get the crazing with the decals and the paintwork physically cracking where it's not dry between the layers.
Or the thumbprint. You think it's
Or the
dry, it feels
thumbprint,
dry,
yeah,
hang on
that's
to it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, oh no.
Yeah.
I did that this morning.
Oh yes, we've all been that one.
Yeah.
Especially like when you go now, as you find with oils, because they take forever to dry.
Yeah, that's
Everything's
a learning
always
curve.
tacky.
Yeah. Right, next question. Try. Is it Ari?
Ari. A-R-I?
Yeah.
Ari.
Ari. Ari, sorry, Ari. Hi guys, special question to Steve.
Ooh.
Have you built any 148 modern tanks? My Academy 148 Leopard 285 driving wheels are intended for motor-driven tanks and look funny. Are there any aftermarket driving wheels available to make it look real?
Steve?
No, to be honest, I've yet to build a 148th piece of armour. I know there is companies that specialise in 148th aftermarket stuff, but I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But something we'll have to give a try one of these days. Yeah.
Yeah.
No more. You built 148, didn't you?
Only the new Airfix stuff I've built.
I mean, there's some 172nd armour as well.
I built the IBG, the Bedfords.
Was there a tiger? I saw a tiger somewhere.
Oh,
Tiger.
yeah.
Do you want to have a look? See if you can find a tiger.
Yeah. With a special.
Yeah, I think it could be in our special box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll find a special little tank there.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
Oh, no, there's two.
Yeah.
I was going to say it was a double pack.
Oh.
It was a twin pack.
Oh, look at these bad
Well,
boys.
you have to go closer to the camera.
Oh, yes, you want to show these off,
Oh,
do you?
yeah, why not? I went in the top class.
Which camera is it?
The little one on the speaker.
This little. Check out that bad boy.
Yes, sit behind your hand,
Oh,
behind your
yeah.
hand, behind
Hang on. Feel sick yet? Wow.
They look wonderful.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, show the other camera as well. So that way, if we do a repeat of this somewhere
big camera.
on the big camera.
That is beautiful.
They're lovely kits.
See there, piece of cake.
So what was the colour scheme? Just you went for like green, did you?
To be honest, I haven't got a clue. Is that's longer?
I can't get out to focus.
No, it doesn't like it on the
No, not at
little
all.
camera.
And I think they were the
Did you paint the tracks?
probably.
I like the gloss. The gloss
Yeah, I
brown.
haven't actually had a look at these.
Honestly, it's
properly.
great.
Yeah.
So when did you build these?
Oh, when I first started.
Well, it wasn't as a child.
Oh no, when I was a child, no.
So is that 1/72nd scale?
Yeah, well, my class is 176.
Six,
Or
isn't it? Yeah.
72nd. I think they're Italeri twin pack ones.
To be honest, they're not. I mean, detail-wise, they're not that bad, are they? For the scale, they're not horrific.
It's just a paint job
Mm.
and the fixing.
Yeah. Did the instructions say to do it that colour? Nice. Diarrhea brown over green.
But you've gone for weighted tracks. You've gone the extra mile there.
No, I think they're rock hard.
They're moulded.
like that.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
one piece.
Yeah, it's one piece track.
Oh, yeah,
But thank you anyway.
I thought, wow, that's
I think that's just one bit that bolts on the
It is.
side. And one.
He's done an extra mile. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was a nice compliment.
No,
Thank you.
listen.
Thank you.
I love big compliments.
How many parts are actually in these kits?
Oh.
Is it actually 4 parts?
It's not that
Because it looks like there's tank tracks go on and a top and bottom part together.
The little side skirt thingies.
Yeah.
Angled
Oh, these bits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're separate.
Ah, right.
But having seen him build an egg plane, that's like 2 years' work.
Yeah, that's it. There's, yeah. A while. Bless him.
Oh, look at and a barrel silk. Oh no, it isn't. It's just the plastic. Can you not move that? You built it.
I didn't put too much glue on it.
And mine moves. Look. Hey, look.
Oh, it is.
Mine goes. Look. Happy days.
Yeah, not mine done.
No. Bless.
But to be fair, Sid, this is constructive. Okay.
Oh, definitely. This is
Constructive.
before now.
Yeah. Actually, I have to say, it's nice and smooth paintwork, considering it's hand painted.
It is hand painted.
It's
Look at
actually,
that one.
there's no brush marks.
Oh, sorry. Oh. What is the objective at the side there?
Yeah, screw
Almost took my hand off. Almost lost a finger.
Did I leave one on there?
Just a tiny one, yeah.
Yeah, small one on the side. Yeah. Bless. That's good. We've got an idea for the next sort of destroy my model thing.
What you do?
We're going to melt a vehicle, right, in a frying pan. Camper stove, yeah, time lapse. Stick it in a frying pan and watch it just go. Ugh. And then once it's finished, we're going to have a frisbee.
Like it.
Yeah.
Or what you could do
Hang on the wall.
is get like a tub of seafood glass,
Yeah.
fill it full of extra thin, and pop the tank in and put it on time lapse, and just watch it, and then you got your own putty.
Yeah, but it's got paint on, so wouldn't that affect it then?
Yeah, could do. Yeah, that's
I
interesting.
wouldn't say it's going to be scientific.
Yeah,
we're not going to.
But the trouble is, by doing it that way, the time lapse might have to run into weeks.
Yeah, and the amount of extra thin would be
Yeah, it could be
3 grams.
expensive. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I can use other stuff for it though. Other stuff we had that'll melt it. But yeah, I'm just thinking the time lapse might need a few SD cards on that.
Yeah.
I'll be without a camera. No news show this week. It's busy. That crucial bit of something falling off. Like one time I've got the camera open, the side falls off. Great. Yeah, thanks for that.
You feel better now?
Yeah, I do. I feel better. Dave Barrett's been back on. Idea for next promo item: flooring modelling slippers. Yeah.
Little logo.
Oh, don't tell
me.
Mel.
A logo.
Like that would work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Mel would go for that.
Yeah, she would. Yeah. Bad enough with the teddy bears and everything.
Go in it, just.
You trust her. She goes off, says, "Well, I'm just off to see the printer designer." It's kind of like, oh, we're doing a range of teddy bears now. Hey.
They're not for sale, but ended up selling them on that Telford.
Well, she's sold a load since then. Just now she
Yeah.
stocks them. Yeah.
Well, actually, teddy bears.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Have you not seen the teddy
Have
bears?
we not got one in here? I thought we had one here at one
We
point.
haven't got one in there.
There's not one in here. There's one upstairs. We've got bags of them upstairs. But yeah, I've got one up on the
Like
shelf
a
upstairs.
little brown teddy bear with a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's
or a
wearing a
t-shirt.
Rob's top.
You got some oil in your nose there.
Have I? Probably. Yeah.
Steve Wright,
Brown nosing again.
Phil,
Yes.
reference mould making and casting.
Mm-hmm.
Try Tomps. They have all you could wish for when it comes to moulding. They can be found online at tomps.com. They have short films to show how to make many types of mould.
Perfect. There we
I've
go.
never tried moulding.
Have you? No. It's one of those things with me. Either it works bloody brilliantly, or I just can't get it to work. It's never like it's not too bad. It'll do. It's either it's crap or it's alright.
What would you mould? The sort of thing you'd because if you bought a kit, you've got everything you need. What?
I don't know, because I got boxes, didn't I? There's resin boxes, but because they're a mode of a mode, we can't do it again. But
Right.
my idea is because I went and got some resin ammunition boxes.
Yeah.
I thought that's right, cheap way, I'll remode them. So I got more of them. But then when I brought them here, and lovely Phil, bless him, pointed out that they were probably a mode of a mode.
They were a mould of a mould, and it's got more holes in it than
So
a holey
I
thing.
couldn't do it. So.
So it will just not going to take a silicon mould.
No.
It will pull it apart to get it in and out the mould. But the thing is, it's great. Like for me, years ago, when I was doing all those commissions, at one point I ended up doing a load of phantoms, and I was doing the BN version. And the big difference with those is the nose is totally different. So what I did was I modified a Hasegawa J into a B using completely different nose, and then I used to mould my own noses for it. So I moulded another 50 noses for it. I did that. And then easy days, chuck it in, same with the tail. Yeah, job done.
Neil's been back on.
Neil.
That's
Neil. No.
Neil.
Neil. And he said all Neil's just fine.
Or Neil.
So Neil.
Or Neil. Or Neil's just fine.
Neil works fine. So thanks Neil. We'll stick with Neil. Yeah,
Still
that's
covering
good.
this stuff. For an oil user, it should know better. They're a nightmare.
It is, isn't it?
It just
Goes
keeps
everywhere.
going everywhere. Like you can't do anything. Bloody
But it's
stuff.
getting to the point I thought this is just going to go horribly wrong. I better just stop him now.
It seemed such a good idea at the time. But every time I touch something,
You know what you could have put down?
what?
Some acrylic paint. Then we're mad.
Well, so I can get my hands on quickly.
I thought I was going to be having ears and all sorts by the time I finished here.
I was trying to find something sharp.
Yeah, all those razor blades down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, should I just dump some pigment powder on the desk? That would be emotional. You can imagine the entire place
It's just covered in dust. Yeah.
At that point, I probably would have left before we took the mask off. Just slipped out the door.
That's it.
Andy,
And Steve was just enjoying watching you do all that. He had nothing to do with it at all.
Oh, bless.
what were you mouthing to do? Because I was too busy doing that.
I made a sign.
He was one up on that. He made a sign for me. That's why I pinched the mat. So
So hold on.
So
What
his
sign was it?
pinched part. I couldn't see what he was mouthing, so I could see he was writing something. So I grabbed the mouse.
You buggers.
Yeah, Andy Molyneux has been back on.
Yes.
Well, at least you pronounced my name right.
Thank you. I needed that. How are you doing?
Right, and question here. Hi, Krista. A guy this is going back to the canopies, right? A guy I know used diluted food colouring in future, airbrushed onto the clear parts, worked really well.
Oh, well, we'll have to give that a what?
Oh, fellas, howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy. Monique. Where's Monique from?
Kent.
Kent.
Kent. She says howdy.
Well, actually, she's from South Africa before.
Ah. What is that in her hand?
That is a very, very large. It just shows you watch the show. Very large buccaneer, but that's nothing. You should see her Shackleton.
One? What?
Her Shackleton.
All right. Have you seen it?
I have seen her Shackleton. It's a monster. So, what's that, Adam? He's gone.
He's away.
Right.
Did he make you speechless?
No, I know. I tell you what, in all honesty, I don't know if Monique's posted it up yet, but if she hasn't, you're going to have to do some sweets because that is something else. Scratch built Shackleton.
Really?
Yeah. The scale, I'm not sure. It's got a wingspan of something like 12 feet. So, it's a monster.
Do they fly? Are they static?
No
Yes,
fly.
glider.
Really?
Slope saw.
A glider.
Yeah, something like that.
Why would you throw something that size and think, that'll land?
Because she's a professional expert at this. And it
Professional
will.
glider. To be fair, I'm professional at throwing them.
Yeah.
Landing them is
And
me.
flying them's a bit tricky.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And that, believe it or not,
Yeah.
concludes the questions. I think.
Have you refreshed the page?
How'd you do that?
That one up there.
Oh,
About 8 pages.
oh yeah. Well, look at that. Right. Anyway, page 3 of 7. No, I've lost it now. Hold on. Phil, just fill with some interesting story about silicon.
Right.
Or a funny story. I'm modelling.
Where were we? Here we go. Right. No. We've done that one. Done that one. Done that one. Look. There we go. Right. Okay. Okay, this is Alex Downey. Hello, chaps. And the bright one,
That'll be me.
Steve. The joining gaps less than 0.25 mil. What type of filler sanding technique would you recommend, or do you recommend? I've tried the MMD and Tamiya putty. I find both dry too fast. They also hard to sand and wash using cellulose thinners. My new best friend is the water-based Vallejo acrylic filler, which is on, yep, we know that one. The only problem with that filler is you need to refill the join as many as 3 or 4 times due to shrinkage within 24-hour drying times between refill. Alex, you know, the thing is with all the fillers, they've all got their slight drawback. Shrinkage is going to be your biggest one, no matter what it is. And it is a nightmare because you are going to have to go back time and time again. And I've got models down in my cabinet now where we've built them quite quickly and they looked fine. And now, a couple of years down the line, you can see a shrinkage line, even with a filler, over even that amount of time. As you say, there's no right or wrong. Personally, I like using the Tamiya with extra thin, with a little bit of plastic card in it. You don't get too much shrinkage. And when it's finished, it's finished. Once it's dry, you don't get any more shrinkage. But with filler, it can carry on shrinking literally months later, and that's your sort of trouble with it. So, as I say, there's no easy right or wrong. I don't think there's any miracle cure until something can come out that actually you put it down, it dries, it's solid, and away you go. The only thing I would recommend if you're using the acrylic type fillers is to overfill deliberately, leave it as a hump over the actual area you're going as a filler, leave it overnight or past 24 hours to shrink in, then sand it. Don't try and sand it too early, otherwise you're going to end up with shrinkage quite heavily.
What are you sanding? Seam line out of the centre of the tire.
All it is breathing.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
It is.
Scary in the dark.
Imagine what it is when I get excited.
Oh God, too much detail. Steve, what do you do for it?
Yeah, I'm a big fan now of Tamiya Extra Thin and dissolved styrene, and that's my preferred method. I also like to use CA glue as a filler and perfect plastic putty. I find that has use, especially in tight, hard to sand areas, because you can just wipe it off with a cotton bud.
I've got a box of them. Yeah, I must admit, you know, the nice thing with the perfect plastic putty, you don't get as much shrinkage as I think you get technically with the Vallejo one, because I have got the Vallejo one as well. That one. Which is nice because it's a needle one, you can put it in. This one is basically the same stuff, I think, but I don't think it quite shrinks just as much. And the great thing is, obviously, it cleans up with water. Trouble is, though, if you're doing the water cleaning up one, obviously when it's still wet, you're going to set yourself up for shrinkage because you've made it nice and smooth, and as it dries, it shrinks back, and away you go. So that's the only trouble with these. I think it's still the big thing. Somebody in the hobby needs to invent a good filler that doesn't shrink. Something that you could hit with a light, you know, an ultraviolet, because you can buy, Tamiya do it, ultraviolet setting filler, and you hit it with a UV light and it sets it. But the thing is, it's got real waxy stuff all around it. Something that it does it, and that waxy stuff's horrible. And it doesn't sand particularly well, and all the rest of it. Is he looking at the instructions as a first? Checking his references. You're putting a flat spot on that tire, are you? Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. I don't think there's any easy fix. It's just the bugbear of the hobby at the moment. Until somebody like, you know, the glue's evolved and now we've got the extra thins and the weld actions, and somebody one day will come up with a glue, a filler that doesn't shrink, which this thing's quite close to it. This is an ultraviolet one that you put in and it dries rock hard. I don't know if it shrinks over time though, that's the thing. But something like that may be the way to go. I'll try it as a filler on something. Yeah, worth a go. Hit it with a light and see how we go with it. Well, I was thinking of a model actually, so it needs filling. Unlike Buster, we just need to death. An honourable death. You know, if he was a Viking, I think we put him in the boat and push him out to the sea or something. We
It
set him on
needs
fire.
to be glorious.
Glorious outgoing.
He's done well.
Yes.
He has done well.
Bless him.
Martin Whittle just commented, thanks to the laugh lads, I thought only Northerners were that daft. Priceless. Phil Flory with a woolly hat on a live show, covered in oil paint.
Yeah. I thought I quite liked him, really. I was expecting something far worse. I'm just glad it probably is a live show. If it was a recording, I'll be gaffer taped to the chair and wheeled off somewhere.
Well, when you watch it back and you see who's behind you,
Yeah.
yeah, you might want to watch it back.
Right, okay. Yeah, timestamp it.
Right, picture to bring up. Right, you on the board with this? Yep. You're going. Oh, you need to refresh.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. And disconnect.
What's live Jasmine?
What,
Is
that
she a
one?
mother as well?
Who?
Live Jasmine.
Who's Live Jasmine?
I don't know, she's a pop-up.
Right.
So if you bring up that picture.
Let's say, is that the one? Right.
This is from, old friend of Phil Flory Models,
Mm-hmm.
Andy Molyneux.
Yeah.
Great name. Love him, that. Quick pick of my 2 Tamiya 148s and a shameless hint in the background.
There's no hint. I'm starting on that one. Maybe tomorrow afternoon if I get Tumblr out of the way. So we're on it like solid.
Happy days.
I didn't even know Tamiya made 148 armour. I know I'm not an armour person, but that's new to me. I must admit, I'm.
No, I've got some made from the Plymouth Club. They do nothing but 48
Alright.
armour stuff. He's really good at it.
Alright. No, well, I must admit, Tiger looks nice, doesn't it?
It does.
Shermany, very nice. Did they think of that? Do you think with Shermany? No, it's just me then.
But looking at the Sherman,
Yeah.
I think it's what I like on the side is you can see that Sherman's been through mud. And there's mud on the side of it.
Yeah.
And up the tracks there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell it hasn't been on tarmac, it's actually been through a field.
Yeah.
Which is why it's got mud on it.
Right.
I'm loving that.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
It's nice when things have got mud on the side of
Yeah,
it.
because you look at it and you think, I can believe that.
Yeah.
So, artistic license, but you can believe it, you can take it on board.
Yeah.
I've lost it.
What have you lost? The wing? Propeller?
What have you lost?
What have you lost?
You probably sanded it off.
The bit that goes
That's
on,
how you be sanding.
that goes on the nose.
What? What, the refueling probe?
Yeah.
How could you?
Yeah, well, that's what you get for taking all the parts off the sprue before you start, isn't it?
Why don't you move back a bit?
Yeah, is it? Do we all have to look? Should we get the audience to help?
No, that's all right.
Can you, if anyone can spot it on camera, can you please let us know?
Right, Ron.
It's here somewhere because I've never seen it.
Do you want to do it quietly?
Okay.
Is it Mill?
Yes, I do have breathing. You do breathe a lot in here.
Because I'm fat and overweight.
Ron Mill, isn't it?
Ron
We've had this
is-
one because about pronouncing his
I got
name,
it wrong.
and he was saying it was like AA Mill. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Wasn't a big fan of his work.
No, I like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, don't start there. Yeah.
But what else do you like?
Well, Piglet Book.
Yeah.
Tigger's Grand Adventure.
Honestly?
One of my personal favourites with a heffalump. Yeah. Yeah, don't knock it.
Stop.
Will you
breathing.
stop that? I told you, with that breathing and you doing
It's
that.
just
No wonder
wrong.
he's not allowed in the Odeon cinemas anymore.
Anyway, Ron. Hi guys, got an idea to destroy my model. I'll pop round with my bow.
Yeah.
Sure, an arrow flying 150 feet a second will make a nice mess.
Hey, one of our BBs goes faster.
Yeah, but it's an arrow.
412.
I got bow and arrow.
Have you?
Yeah.
What? And you actually use it? Safely?
Yeah.
Was the last time I held an apple on my head. But yeah, definitely. Can we do that here? Is it going to be safe?
I would have thought so.
You know,
Give anything a go once.
will you stand behind it and catch it if it goes wrong, right? We'll use you as a backdrop.
Now, see, with Ron's expertise, he won't miss.
No, this is it. So that's it.
So what is it with like modelers and weapons?
Oh, you can't beat a weapon in your hand.
Oh, that's it. I don't know.
You know, like
References.
BB guns and bows and arrows. There's
Yeah.
definitely a bit of a link here, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, it's because we're all into, you know.
You and your Viking.
Yeah, Uni Viking stuff.
Yeah, but I don't have an axe on my wall at home.
I mean,
Well, I
I
don't
do
know.
a couple of cross ones on the shield. Something like that. You know? So, yes. Yeah, go on then, Rob. We'll do that. What would you like to shoot at? You could take out Sid's one.
You'll be a
Yeah,
good shot.
Yeah.
Or you could put Sid's one on top of his head. Recreate Adam's apple.
Yes.
That sort of thing.
Genius.
Genius.
Oh, dear.
Absolutely fantastic. So,
What a
yeah.
wonderful idea that
So,
is.
yeah, you sit that on your head, sideways, give it a bit more square. Side on to be a bit close, isn't it? But side on, I think you'd be fine.
We should do it now live on TV. Get a BB gun. I can take it out, no worries.
Oh yeah, right.
So, yes.
Right, John McKenzie's been on.
Yes.
Yay.
Hi guys, just catching the end of the show again. Just like to say thanks for the prompt delivery for my washes and pigments to me here in Oz. Great service, great products. Thanks again. Keep up the great work. Regards, John.
No problem, John. I can't take credit. It's nothing to do with me. But yes, I'll pass that on to Melanie, who's probably upstairs watching us here. Bump twice if you are. Just wait for the delay now.
Found
If
it!
she is. Oh, look, he's found it. How big is it? Oh, it's a bit of a tiddler. That's lucky. That would have gone up the Hoover. Or the dog. One or the other.
That's possible. Right, Chris Hewitt. Evening, morning, lads. Loving the show. What's that?
Never heard of that. Lucas. RF Lucas. No? No. Quite popular. The RAF.
What was it?
Yeah. I didn't know there was actually. Oh, yeah, closing. Are there any plans to do any SI, search and rescue group builds? All the best from Oz. That'd be a wild idea, actually, because we've never done a,
What's that?
I think, a search and rescue group build.
I've no, we had the group build. I was lucky enough to know somebody that works in the Coast Guard, and I can't remember the name of it. There's a fort up Tall Point Way.
Oh, I think not.
It begins with T.
Trigano.
Fort. Went up there and they had the search and rescue seeking, and we climbed all over it. Great fun that was. But that was before I got into modelling, so didn't take the pictures.
No.
But yeah, no, it was really, really good fun because that was with the lifeguards on the we will call them beach lifeguards.
Lifeguards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah, but the beach one's a special name, isn't it?
there is
What, saltwater?
RLNLRNL.
Saltwater.
Yeah,
lifeguard.
RLI.
That's the one.
Right.
They were there. So yeah, so along with a nice helicopter, there were some lovely people there as well. She was very nice.
So you weren't the kid then who pulled on the emergency release handle of that Merlin. Do you remember that one? Was that Western? Did it? The kids were crawling all over it like they do on the open day, you know, for the public, and some dopey to it pulled the emergency handle for one of the windows, which is like an escape hatch door.
Right.
And it took off, literally 10 feet, and the fucking thing fell off. And it just missed someone like this who's on the beach. You think of the weight of this door with a glass window in it as well, coming off this helicopter.
Yeah.
Just missed a member of the public, and then they changed. That's when everything changed about having the public inside the aircraft and stuff like that.
Wow.
Oops.
No,
That's not good, is it?
yeah, it wasn't a good day. It might have been a Seeking. I'm pretty sure it was a Merlin though. But yeah.
Yeah. So that was good fun.
Yeah. There you go, Steve. We could do a search and rescue, or we
Yeah.
could just call it a rescue because we could have rescue vehicles,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? With a bit of everything.
And boats, because you
Yeah.
got boats.
So yeah, you got lifeboats, rescue boats,
Yeah, you got the
Coast Guard cutters,
you
stuff
got the
like
first Airfix do it, don't they? A rescue boat.
that. What? The lifeboat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the lifeboat.
The 7
the other one.
lifeboat. You lost the will to live.
Well, in the World War
give up.
Two, in the World War Two, they did a lifeboat,
Right.
a rescue boat. Sorry.
Yeah, them launchers, didn't they? Rescue launchers, yeah. And
We went on a very famous one when we had the trip down here for our thingy because it was an RAF rescue launch from World War II, and it was one of those famous ones that went off to wherever it was to do the raid with all Marines on.
Same as that.
Was it? Yeah.
Was it? No, that was a Canadian, isn't it? No.
This is one where we had a destroyer and had to ram the.
I'm sure that's same as that.
Is the typical British one. I know. We'll take a destroyer, pretend it's German, take it up a river and just ram it.
It will run ashore, do some damage,
flow over in it, and then we'll come in with these other boats. And one of those ones we went on was one of the ones that went over and got them. And he said, "We'll jump on that and come home. What could go wrong?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one.
He's asked specifically for you to read this next one out.
Me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
My head's going to explode.
It's pronounced. Okay, well, my name is pronounced as the Turkish football player Hakan Sokyu.
Do you like watch football?
Hakan? No.
I don't either.
No, that's it.
Is it Hakan Suka?
Yeah.
Hakan
Suka.
Right.
There we go. See, happy days with an A. With a ring over it.
Hakan, yeah.
Hold on, but this gets really good, isn't it? The A with a ring over it, and the A with 2 dots over it, or with an O with 2 dots over it, really puts your language skills to test, don't they? I'll tell you what.
No, we scrap them. We scrap that.
I was going to say, we gave up with Morse code on top of the alphabet. It got a bit worried of it. It ain't going to fly, is it? That's when the Cornish joined in. They were like, well, we're going to have to get rid of that because they're never going to get it.
Yeah.
They just about got crosses.
Right, so what is pronunciation? What's the right pronunciation, Steve?
How do you pronounce it, Steve?
Well, that name, Hakan.
Yeah. Hakan Suka. Your name. It's not personal.
No, we are just British, and that makes us genuinely crap at names.
Yeah.
We are just appalling. Sometimes I feel so ashamed.
I used to
especially in my line of work when I have to do this and pronounce them, and it's like, oh God, I'm going to murder this.
Yeah. I used to hate calling names out for when I was at work.
Yeah.
Because you obviously call them through so they come to the cubicle and you think, look at their names, thinking, yeah, okay, how many ways can you pronounce that word?
Yeah.
I can guarantee you always get it wrong.
But then he is there with his arm hanging off. Doesn't care how you call him. Just freaking call him, all right? He's been out there for 4 hours, bleeding all over the place. I don't care what you call me. Call me Susan if you like. Just bloody call me.
Makes me. Right, Ian Price.
We like that word.
Ian,
yeah, we can cope with that.
Yeah.
We can cope with that.
Ian Price. All right, chaps. Great show as always. Just a quick one. Phil, have you ever had a go at making your own canopies? Thanks from a windy northeast. Cheers, Ian.
We haven't died down here though. The last couple of hours.
Yeah.
So maybe going everywhere. I have had a go, and to be honest, it just didn't end well. If I'm honest, I cracked. I tell you what it was. Yeah, I'm cringeworthy one here, but I completely buggered the Airfix 48 scale GR4 kit Tornado, which was the horriblest kit ever. It was probably the best thing that ever happened to it, was to break the canopies. So I thought, that's all right. I can pack it out, and I'll have a go at a bit of sort of plunge moulding. Yeah, and make a new one. Yeah, what can go wrong? Everything. So
you melt the plastic to the canopy.
It went wrong because actually I went a bit too strong and ended up snapping it. The actual canopy again.
Right.
So I'm like bits back together. And I've got putty all up on the inside of it, trying to hold it roughly all together. And then one of them I heated it up too much and it just sort of stretched too far all over it. And then obviously that was because of the first one obviously wasn't enough, and when I plunged down nothing sort of happened. There's definitely an art form to it. People like John Wilkes who do it professionally, they've got all the gear for it. They've got proper machines that heat it all up and then drop it down and back form it and do all those things. We've still got a gate crash him who's got a spare afternoon. But yeah, I have had a go and it just didn't end well. And I ended up actually getting hold of Airfix and asking for a replacement, which they were very good and sent me a new one. Because I said it was ruined in the kit. No, it's I ruined it, but I just did that usually. You can't just admit it. Dear Airfix, I'm sorry, I've broken your canopy. I was trying to sound it. Oh no. Your canopy you sent me, it's broke. Can I have a new one?
Yeah.
Certainly, sir.
We've all been there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, no, it was like that in the box. It couldn't possibly be me. Or you do that other famous one I used to do years ago, and I've learnt the lesson now. You cut the sprue too close to the part, and then the shatter line goes up through the clear part.
Right.
And you're like, damn, that's sawed it. That's wrecked that one now, isn't it? So, but yes. Mind you, talking to canopies and that, I was quite amazed with that hawk when I did the review for it. You look at the instructions, and in the instructions it shows the canopy with the centre seam, obviously right the way through, front and rear. And so you get to the bit expecting it to have it in there. It hasn't. It's crystal clear, not a single seam line or anything in it. It's actually a beautiful canopy. Apart from it hasn't got the deck cord moulded into it. So it's a deckle job, so it's horrible.
Nothing worse, is it? So you just rescribing there, yeah?
A little bit.
Would you like rescribing, Tom?
Yeah.
Have you tried the U&M one?
That's a sharp one, isn't it?
Yeah, well, be careful.
I like the sharp ones. This is the one that you got to be careful you don't stab yourself in the hand.
Yeah.
You spent all this time sanding it. What's that big lump on the front there?
What big lump?
That big, hairy lump.
That lump.
No,
That lump.
that one.
Where are you looking at? That big. That's what I'm sorting out there.
You spent hours sanding that. How could you allow that to be on your model?
Did we go in?
Wow.
It's not a big lump anyway.
I'd be more worried about the one round the back.
What a big seam line.
Do you want to try some speedy filler? Just to have a go?
Yeah, go on,
Go on, have a go. Go on.
Filler for what?
Well,
You've
anyway.
got a big lump you've left
No,
on.
I ain't got a big lump there.
It's
No.
big.
needs
It's
filling.
blood. Can you not see that?
Look, we could just quickly fill it, and then you could test it and sand it. Look, bring it over. We're going to fill it.
Go on.
Come here.
There's nothing to feel.
Look,
Hand it over.
There is nothing
hand
to
it
feel.
over. Look, you've got
There's nothing to
nasty.
feel. I'll tell you.
It's got a
You can feel
nasty
around-
gap there.
Feel
Look
around
at
the
that.
actual canopy bit, but not that big hose. That's where the canopy
What, down in there?
Yeah, all over on
Right,
there.
all right, I'll feel that. I won't wreck it, honest. What could go wrong? That's it, happy days. Look, we find this stuff brilliant. Like, watch it.
I'll have a go as well to you.
Yeah? Yeah. Alright. It's all good still.
So I can say next question.
I was looking at Phil and his steady hand there. Have you been drinking?
That's not a steady hand.
No, that's about as good as I get.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't remember, I've got to put the canopy on top of that.
Everyone says you've got great steady hand. Yeah, but I model this one. Right, hold on.
Right, let's get this done.
Hit it with the light. So it comes apart as well, so you don't.
While you're doing that, I'm going to be at the next question.
All right.
And this is from Michael.
What's his name? I can pronounce that.
Go on,
I pronounced that actually because he won a competition once and got it right, spot on first
then.
time.
What is it?
Michael Ziaweta.
Nope.
Well, then what is it?
It's Michael Zazweta.
I was close.
Zizweta. Interesting, eh? Just want to say, hi gents, good day to you all. Oh, and love the hoodie I bought, it fits great.
Lovely.
Lovely.
3 days. And I think we could be. Oh yeah.
The only thing is this glue, this stuff, you're never quite sure when it's gone off. Not like it goes like a funny colour, so you know, oh, that's it now, it's done.
Yeah, ups, didn't I?
Got a bit of a dodgy connection where you have to get a push every now and again.
Right.
Right. It's all flashing. Yeah,
That
no,
must be it then.
We're done.
is that it? We're all done.
We're done.
Crikey, folks. What's time?
10 o'clock.
Christ, 10 past 10. Time fly when you're, like, you know, get covered in oils. Right.
Is it done?
Yeah. Oh, bad boy.
Sand it down.
Yeah, I'll go sanding that now.
You'll be alright with doing that.
Loads in that corner.
Hey?
There's bloody loads in the corners.
Well, it's alright, just trim that out with your knife.
Oh, so you can see the fill in the corner, but you can't see a big lump on top of the.
That's not a lump.
diffuser. It is a lump.
It's not a
Look
lump.
at it.
Not a lump.
It's not a lump.
Look, nice and smooth though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
nice out.
Yeah, lovely smooth.
It is.
We'll try and sand it, so I'll
Yeah,
put this
how
out
about
here.
It's still sore.
It's what?
Still
Soft.
sore.
Soft.
Still soft.
Yeah, I'll hit it with a light.
Oh.
You
You just want
hit it with a light.
See what I have to work with?
Oh, that was funny.
to. I wonder if you could take to the piss out of Devon people. You can see why, can't you?
Actually,
I'm not Devon.
he's the best of both worlds because he's
Yeah.
Somerset,
Somerset and
who
Devon.
lives in Cornwall. So,
Oh.
you know, he's a Somerset bloke who's gone to Cornwall. So luckily he's bypassed Devon. So I don't know how long it's supposed to take, that light.
Do you want to translate the
Yeah.
back?
Do you know what?
Does it say?
I think this would be an ideal little gadget to pick up bodily fluids.
I already said that with ultraviolet light. Luminol, that's what you need. Yes. Oh, look, it says about building up layers. There you go.
Too late.
It says curing the layers at 1.5, no thicker than 1.5 mil. Check, that's not definitely 1.5 mil.
Yeah. Oh, the big lump in the corner.
Yeah,
Apart from 2 lumps in the corner.
Right, the big lump in the corner. All right. But the rest of it says then building up the layers one at a time. Then hitting it with the LED. You can remove it from the clip to make it easier with the O thing, with the pen. Keep bonding away from sunlight. Well, that's pretty obvious. Heat. Use metal tip for precision control. Keep closed, plastic lid. Keep at room temperature for up to 12 months. Always up to 12 months, you end up with a rock in it. And all the rest of it.
So it sounded.
I must admit, I had to go with it earlier, and it did sound very well. Is it all right? So there we go, folks. That gets our endorsement now for, what's it called? Bondic. And it comes in a nice little phone case. Look, see? That's nice, huh? Precision stuff. Very good. Right. So do you get your thumbs up for sanding it?
Yeah, Sunday night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
Doing some of them. Do you want that big rough one?
No.
No!
Yeah, you'll be fine with that one.
Just get rid of this big, ignorant looking lump on top. Does it not really get to you? How could you leave it there?
Yeah, that's it.
I find that genuinely upsetting.
Yeah, it should have been there. It's detailed.
That's
it.
You stop breathing at me.
I'm not breathing.
Like you're like a sex pest. What's your name? I like models.
So we're going to sign off, or we?
Yes,
still stay
we
here
better
live?
sign off. Thank you very much, everyone, joining us tonight.
You still
Our
got
lovely
66
team.
people watching us there.
Yes, that's it.
What
That's it.
was the question then?
You said
Right.
there wasn't any left.
I'll double check it. Make sure we haven't got any
Well, to
more.
be fair, I'm not like brilliant on the old. I think that's.
What was that? It was
What?
you flicking bits. I thought it was a bit come off your model actually, as you sanded
Probably.
it and painted off.
Mhm.
We use solo pro stuff around here. Okay, so where are we? Who colouring that? Done that. Will you sod off? Yes. Yeah, shut that right.
Oh, we cut off there.
Yeah.
Shame.
Right, no, we are totally up to date.
Yay.
Right, okay. Thank you for joining us, everyone, tonight. I'm just going to go and stab Sid now with my orange scissors.
If I'm not
So
here
if
next
he's not
week,
here next week, you know why. Because he'll be having them surgically removed from his...
even I'll be wearing a patch.
Yes,
As long as we left, it's fine.
you'd be right. As I say, it was going to have to be surgically removed from